A little too early. A little too early.
You're supposed to
Everything good?
No, you just let the intro play out.
Oh, I thought I had to cut.
What do you mean? Play me out. What does that mean? Fuck it, we'll do it live.
No, restart it.
Yeah,
I gotta hear the
restart
ending
it.
now.
You hit the fucking intro again,
ready.
just
Here
let
we
it
go.
play out.
Shush.
There we go. Everyone just sit in silence.
Yes.
Nah, talk about it.
Everybody, Bob, come on.
Doodly 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 doodly. There we go.
All right, I think it's like,
I need that
now I'm
drop.
ready.
30
I need
seconds.
those drips at the end.
Yeah.
And then you can switch
those
over.
drips.
I need those
Keep
drips.
them coming.
Really? We're going to go for a heroin joke in the first 15 seconds.
Just more.
It doesn't count as
Just
the first
morphine.
15 seconds because we already started.
Oh,
true,
yeah,
yeah.
I guess.
That's
First
fair.
30 seconds. Just don't curse for another minute. And a
Welcome to Press Any Key.
Yeah, we're here.
half. I guess Nick will
This
intro
is
the
it.
show. So, welcome to episode 61 of Press Any Key. Again, these are your hosts for the. You already know. I'm done. Fucking done
You
doing
know us.
this.
Hey.
I hate all this.
Like, subscribe, all that.
Yeah. Be a part of our community. It's good times. Actually, man, I'm fucking beat, you guys.
This is a
I'm
great
I
start
got
to the
this
show.
moment and I was just like, I need a nap.
Mm-hmm. Tell us, why are you so tired?
I went to New York City last night.
Mm-hmm. What'd you see?
I saw a lot. It was New York City. There's quite a lot to see.
Pizza Rat.
Pizza Rat, yeah. No, I went to a concert. I saw
You saw Pizza Rat.
Falling in Reverse. Yeah, I saw Pizza Radke.
Pizza Red.
Yep. He was out there being like, oh, this medical tyranny.
I'm not, I'd love to see his next. He's done werewolves. He's done vampires. I want his next video to be about pizza taking over.
He's done zombies.
Done zombies, yeah.
Aliens as well in the same one.
I guess.
And actually, yeah, he covered zombies and aliens.
And there was a big monster.
I'm not even a fan, and I know all this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what happens when you're friends with Pat.
You're forced to know all of it.
Whether you like it or not, you're gonna know.
I'm not breaking anyone's neck to hear me out about Ronnie Radke. It's just context. So I'm like, hey, I went to this show last night, and at the end of his most popular song, he started screaming about how it's bullshit that you can get canceled for something you tweeted 10 years ago. Like, if I said that, you would have been like, oh, he's another nut. It's like,
He's
no,
a-
let me
he's a- he's
let
a
me show you how
snowflake.
crazy he actually is.
And, he is a nut.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah,
But respect. And I mean, like, I spent money at his show, so
you did.
know, he
Yeah,
won.
You did. Yeah. At the end of the
At the end of
day, he
he's
won.
the winner.
And here we are.
So like
right.
and subscribe.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
and subscribe for more hot takes on
Ronnie
Radke.
on Pizza Radke. All right, we got some shit to talk about tonight. Who here is a fan of Harry Potter?
Yeah.
I like Harry Potter for sure.
I mean,
Nick is a new fan now.
No, no.
I thought you only just watched them.
No. I
last
just
week.
watched. Well, the movies. I never watched all of them. I think I watched up to like 5. But as a kid, my grandmother would read me those books whenever I would spend weekends at her house.
Wait, she read it to
so
you?
she read it to me.
So how do you
That's
know that was Harry Potter?
That's true. I don't know for my. It could have been. It could have been Bridge to Terabithia.
What if it was Cyrano? What if she
I was reading wait. Oh, so you're saying was it really my grandmother or was it Cyrano de Bergerac?
either? I guess in this case, either timeline works for this. Little
yeah,
bit
no, but
comment,
those
little
books were a
comedy.
big part of my childhood.
Okay. All of them? Like she.
Well, that's the sad part is I got to an age where it's like I'm too old for this. Sorry, Grandma. And then we didn't finish them, and now she's dead, and now I have regrets.
I don't think I was ever like, I'm too old for this. Because I mean, like, look around.
Getting
yeah, clearly.
like getting
never
read
reached that
childhood
point.
stories.
What?
You never reached a point where you were too old for this getting read childhood stories.
I was never read childhood stories.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
here we are now.
and then
Makes sense.
So he reads them to himself. And
Yeah. Turns out when people don't read to you, you tend to make up for it later in life. However, I haven't read a single novel. So that's not a joke.
So you've never read a graphic novel?
I mean,
Graphic
yeah.
novel? Any novel?
Have you ever looked at pictures with words on them?
Yes. I've read comic books and I've read graphic novels, but a classic dude, every book report I've done in my life has been a lie. I grew up in the age of the internet.
Dude, wait,
there was
you
that-
never read Catcher in the Rye?
I mean, I read some of it, but I never read the full book.
Dude,
it's fucking
great book.
stupid. All right,
No, it's
Great
not.
book.
It's not a
No.
great book.
It's
It's,
a
an
great
not a
over,
great
it's an
book. Oh my
overrated
God.
book.
It's an
It is-
overrated
it's
piece
an
of
amazing
shit.
book.
This is a
No, it
hot
is
so
topic right
good.
here.
No.
This is
Where
I mean,
do the
it's
ducks
such
go
a good,
in the winter?
Exactly.
Piss off.
Bro, where do they go? His hair is frozen.
Is that a line from the book?
Yeah,
Not
that's
exa-
yeah.
it's essentially like he's walking through
Yeah.
Where do the ducks go in the
Central
winter?
Park.
Is
and-
that why Joe asks us where do birds go to die?
Probably.
maybe.
Yeah.
Has Joe
Probably
ever asked that to you? He goes, where do birds go to die? He's like, you've never seen a dead bird. Where do they go?
No,
And I'm
this
like,
is-
I've seen
this is
dead
a-
birds. I've
plenty
seen
of
dead birds
yeah,
before.
in my
but
life.
Joe is just like, where do
Debunked.
birds go to die?
Yeah, okay,
We're
but either way,
debunking the hard issues.
okay, but either way, I've never read a book of like a traditional sense of the word a
Damn.
book in my life.
So wait, like during when you
I
had
just-
to do like all the school summer reading,
It was
you
just
didn't-
Cliff
you
Notes.
Didn't, you did nothing.
You just-
of that.
Me, Spark Notes,
Mike,
copied off
Mike,
someone else.
The remedial classes don't have summer reading.
You fucking.
Pat, I know
Neither
because
does
I
summer
was there.
school.
I was not in remedial classes.
Regular adapted.
I was not in regular adapted either.
Regular.
I was in regular classes, and then I did the same thing that every other regular kid
Or
who
you move-
aced English and honors.
move up to
Move
honors.
up to honors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. I've never claimed to be some whiz kid.
Wunderkind.
Like, yeah. Okay. Well, like I
I
said,
never claimed to be a
Okay,
book reading
actually-
guy, okay?
rest in peace, Miss Lynn Soltis. Okay.
And Meatloaf.
And Meatloaf.
And Louis Anderson. And Bob Saget. And Ronnie Spector.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
And-
either way, my point is they don't have anything to do with my education.
Oh, okay.
She was
sorry.
the only teacher to tell my mom because they thought I was stupid. They thought I was legitimately had a learning disability, right? She was the
Turns out he just never read a single book.
She gave me a book about sharks, which is like what I was into,
Oh,
like
yeah.
in first or second grade.
Dude.
And I read that whole goddamn, and it's not like a classic, like it's like a informational, like this picture, here's where they fuck and stuff.
This
like
is
that.
a great way.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, and I couldn't stop reading that. Right.
So you hyper focused on a topic.
That's what I'm saying. Is that so? She figured
almost
out, and she told
weaponized.
my mom. She's like, she's like, your son is not stupid. He's just
He's a super weapon.
He's just bored. He's
just
super
bored.
weapon.
your son loves trains. Your son loves planes. God damn it!
He just loves
And
picture
boats.
books.
Just wait till the predators come down to Earth and they're going to use him and take his DNA.
Can you guys read pictures? I didn't think so.
And as they're taking his DNA, he's just spitting out shark facts. These aliens are gonna know so much
I
about
mean,
sharks.
dude, it's been so long. You know, the information's definitely not good anymore.
Did you know if you flip a shark upside down, then he can stop breathing?
Bro, if you punch him in the nose, good to go.
It's actually the gills.
They're gonna leave.
It's actually the gills now. The nose is kind of not a.
Well, no, the nose is where they have all the. Now, when? No, what do you mean now? When did they debunk this? When?
No, sharks
what
evolved.
Shark Week episode did they
The sharks
debunk this?
evolved.
It's been like I said, it's been like 15, maybe 20 years since I've last picked up this book, but it's not the nose anymore.
Well, the nose is still any video
Dang.
I've seen of. Hold on. Any video I've seen.
Listen, the guy produces Shark Week. Okay,
That's
I'm
true.
not gonna sit here and tell him otherwise.
Not going to lecture him.
even though, yeah.
Any video I've seen is always go for the nose because that's where
But
all their nerves
Well,
are.
yeah, I mean, you're
It's
watching
some guy,
it off
some
the-
guy who got attacked. It's not a shark expert. It's guys
Yeah.
like, I punched the shark in the nose.
Okay,
Well,
but
no, it-
he's alive.
He doesn't
He is
know.
alive.
I'm
I'm
also
gonna
not
trust the
gonna
guy
sit
who's
here.
alive.
I'm also
Danny.
not gonna sit here and be like, okay, yeah, like
This is another
know.
situation where they used to tell you 10 and 2, and now
Oh,
it's
now
like,
it's 9 and 3.
9 and
it's too
3.
many
Yeah.
people's fucking forearms are just being atomized.
you can punch a shark in the nose, but you're better off with the gill.
You're better
and,
off
like,
going for.
and-
Honestly, if I'm getting attacked by a shark, I'm not going to
I'm
have
probably
any
just gonna
control
scream.
of
I'm
what I
probably
can
just
punch.
gonna
I'm just
scream.
going to flail wildly.
There's also been some people who have
Poke their eyes
they
out.
take their thumb and you just go straight into the and just you hold on to the snout and just push in and they will just freak
but
out
to what?
the
Technical
onto their
term,
eyes.
but,
Open into their
shark.
eyes.
Yeah.
Again, if I can physically do that as this thing is thrashing me
You're
around,
already
then
dead.
I'll
Yeah.
go for it. But
I
still,
mean, wait, have you guys ever heard the tale of Rodney Fox? He's
No.
the guy who he invented. Yeah, he invented.
sounds like a
he
ballad.
invented the cage, the
Diver
cage Dave,
cage, yeah.
and he wrote Jaws. He's the original writer of Jaws.
And that's
Oh no, wait.
the book?
No, Peter Bentley wrote Jaws based on the attack
book.
that Rodney Fox sustained. That's what it was.
So Rodney Fox was the guy that got
He
bit
was
like
a
in Jersey.
spearfisher. No, he was a spearfisher that got bit when he was 23 years old, and like not just bit, like horribly attacked, and like had to fight a great white like off the shore of like
they didn't
Australia.
have
And then he lived.
Yes.
Well, so I thought maybe it's based off of a bunch of things,
probably is
but
probably a couple of things.
Because I know Jaws was heavily influenced by there were sharks that were swimming up through a river in
Matawan
New Jersey.
Creek.
Yeah.
You can still go to that spot, but like the parkway is next to
Not
it.
Shark
Shark
River.
River. Wait, is that not Shark River Park?
No.
That one, I think
Shark River and Belmar?
Shark
Around
River
that.
is because you can find
Shark
sharks,
teeth.
ancient shark teeth from
Yeah.
like the Mesozoic era.
Yeah.
Damn, that's cool as fuck.
Motherfuckers stuck in stone
Nick,
and shit
the,
like
the
that.
aliens are gonna come for you too.
Stuck in stone. You
Stuck
can
in
find
stone.
them.
You can find them over the stones.
Go look.
Shit. Yeah, so Harry
Welcome
Potter.
to Press Any Shark.
Yeah. Full circle. We're back around.
Yeah.
Harry
So
Potter.
Harry Potter. That was 12 minutes on sharks. So
Hey, we got a lot of padding to do in
yeah.
this show.
Harry
padding.
Potter might get delayed.
Yeah, that's our
That-
big opening
yeah.
topic.
Yeah.
Well, Harry Potter might get delayed. However, another insider because it's from what I saw it came from someone inside WB Games, and then another insider from WB Games said that no, it's not getting delayed. In fact, we're aiming for I think Q3 in the summer.
Oh.
So well, that is an unofficial WB Games source. The same way that there's an unofficial WB Games source saying that it's going to be delayed.
Oh.
So the story is we don't know anything.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. I'm so glad we decided to start with this one.
Tom Cruise.
Well, hold on, wait. Before we
Well,
go,
hold on, I mean, like,
no,
the
but
second
there's a
bit of
conversation to be had about
No, there
Harry
still
Potter.
is. And the second source that literally came like 12 hours ago.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
He
okay.
came
that's
12
brand new.
hours ago.
So I'm gonna come. So
We need that as a drop.
what's the deal with like? Are you gonna be able to do you start as like a freshman and like you make your way up through like super senior and
I think you're just following around as this kid who has like these special abilities. I rewatched the trailer today and
Don't they all
apparently
have special
wait
abilities?
more than the wizards.
So like special in the sense that Harry Potter was special, like compared to all the other kids.
Oh, Nick, you're
I
gonna
can-
love this.
Yeah, man.
They're gonna tick all the boxes. He's gonna open the Chamber of Secrets.
No,
They're
no,
gonna go
no.
through all the movies as this
Well,
kid.
it
named
takes
Ted.
place.
No, it takes
Yeah.
takes place back in like the 1800s.
Ted Potter.
So you hold the key to an ancient
Teddy
secret.
Potter. Teddy
Oh, yeah,
Potter.
wait, hold on. Let's hear what Mike's got to
That's
say.
my character's
Teddy
name.
Potter.
Teddy
Teddy
Potter.
I'm sure you could name him Teddy Potter.
Teddy Potter.
Teapot?
Teapots.
So your character is a student who holds the key to an ancient secret that threatens to tear the world apart. So you get a late acceptance into Hogwarts and soon
Late
discover that you
acceptance.
are
Nice.
no
Sounds like
ordinary
me and
student.
Union Catholic.
It's like you get held back for 4 years.
You were on
and
the
then,
deferral list.
In fact,
No,
he,
I had
he
to
actually
take-
was.
I actually
he was
take-
never accepted.
I
he just
I
started
didn't take the
showing
entrance
up.
exam. I took the I literally didn't get into any other high school. So my mom went to UC one day and was like, "How can I get this kid in?" They were like, "He could take the placement test."
George
and I
Bush's
took
no-
the placement
no child
test,
left
and I got
behind
an honors.
forgot
At
about
what
Pat.
point? Because like I probably got accepted maybe like January, February, something like that. Then at what point did you have to go for the placement
I
test?
think it was like March.
Okay, so
It was
you
late.
so you weren't at the acceptance dance.
there was
No,
an
I was
acceptance
definitely at
day.
the-
so
He
you were
was
at
at
the
the Yule
acceptance
Ball.
dance.
No, yeah, I
No.
was. So then it had to be sooner than that. I was also at Lock-In too.
Okay, because lock-in I think was probably
I was
like
at the
March,
acceptance
yeah.
dance for sure.
So this acceptance dance, our high school acceptance
That's
dance, was
weird.
it's an odd concept where basically anyone that got accepted, all the 8th graders and 13 and 14-year-olds that got accepted to our high school
Can come
can come
to the gymnasium and
and
grind
it
until
was
1 a.m.
the raunchiest thing I have ever
you guys
been a
went to
part of.
Catholic school.
This
Oh,
is a Catholic
yeah.
school, and again, this was not anybody who like was going to the school. This was just anyone who was accepted. It was essentially a bribe in a way to come to UC because like this is what it'll be like.
Well, you were going anyway at that point.
I was gonna go anyway, yeah, but it was
strange.
the-
I never thought about it.
it
like
was a
that.
bribe.
There's a lot
It
of
was
things that
absolutely
you're,
a bribe.
you're made to do in your youth that are strange if you think about it later on.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a lot of them, but yeah, it was a bribe.
Really? Well, I didn't
And
have any choice. That was it.
And also, like, I think back to like my other like middle school dances. There were always teachers. There was no grinding because it was just there were always teachers that were coming and like breaking you up.
You guys want to talk about failing upwards and white privilege? Me. Like that's what this story tells. If you follow these breadcrumbs, here it's me. I have the end of the big end.
I want to hear
the man who read a shark picture book.
And that's on God, baby.
All right.
Is now stepping into UC acceptance day
and grinding.
Oh, no, dude, never.
This was a
Never, not
like
me.
I think I saw like a 13-person grind train going on. It was
And you're like, this
dirty.
is the place for me.
It's like this is the school I'm gonna go to.
I was like, all right, we're gonna do this every day, right?
Yeah, this is it.
That's how we get
This
to
is what it's all
class one grind train.
Everybody climb up, and Pat just being a guy who likes trains in the first place.
Ride on the grind train. Join hands.
So Harry Potter, you little teapot. He's got
Join the grind train.
people all over the world.
Join it.
So Mike, I want to hear more about this Hogwarts story.
That's it. No more.
Were they grinding on the way to class?
Yeah, they were.
Stop! You're wrinkling my cardigan. No.
Step wizard, no.
Step Muggle.
Is that your wand
Step
I'm
muggle.
feeling?
Step muggle. No, the only thing is you have ancient magic.
Dude, you can't
That's
tell
it.
me there's not
it's
like
gonna
a
be-
spell that's like erection groweth or something like.
Yeah, that's the
like,
Latin for it, Pat.
I think you can definitely. Someone's gonna make a mod. That's gonna be that. Someone is gonna make that mod.
Oh, is this multiplayer? Right, it is.
I don't know. I know
Is
it's
it?
open. It's open world, right, Mike?
Oh, awesome! Just
So-
what I wanted to hear. Another
It
game
is
I can
open
spend
world.
40 hours in.
Well, so that's also if they delay it. I don't care because like here's the thing is I am very looking forward
on,
to
dude.
this game.
He's trying to talk.
Sorry, I coughed down.
I am looking forward to this game, but as we've learned from Cyberpunk, is that when you rush a half-baked, massive open world, it's going to be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So if they push it to 2023, great. I got
Well,
plenty
that's
of
the
other
thing.
games I can play in the meantime.
They haven't really promised us anything. All they said is there's a secret and a key, and it's threatening to destroy the world. We're not being promised the
And open
greatest
world.
game of all
You
time.
don't get the key.
We're not being
The
promised
grind
Keanu
trains
Reeves.
will never stop, Teddy Potter. Okay. You need to go open up the Chamber of Thoughts and put
Chamber of Thoughts.
and,
Of thoughts.
and lead the grind trains into the Chamber of Thoughts.
there is under the
Can you speak? Can you speak parcel tongue?
You're gonna
Put
find
that
out.
tongue to work.
Yeah, you will find out.
You have to eat out the Chamber.
Fucking
This
horror.
one, this one's
This is your fault,
I'm
Pat.
gonna tame the basilisk.
Damn the basilisk.
Basilisk,
It's
greatest
like
enemy.
Van Wilder, Harry Potter.
The Basilisk greatest enemy are grind
Voiced
trains.
by Ryan Reynolds.
Are grind trains. The Basilisk greatest enemy are grind trains. Nobody wants a boner in a grind train.
You got to stop the grind train.
Yeah.
Too many upright wands.
Dude, they have to like
What do you? Where are you going?
okay.
There's something's got to be done about these boners.
Well, no, now that I'm thinking about it, my whole thing was like when you're in a grind train, right? When you're stuck in a situation and a grind train just happens
Just-
upon
you gotta-
you gotta stay calm.
You know, you
Pat,
just
Pat,
think
some might
fast.
say train keeps rolling.
like you know,
You gotta improvise, adapt, overcome.
if the rip current pulls you out, you swim parallel.
swim parallel.
Yeah. Okay. Is this the same thing where if like the grind train sucks you in, you're just like, okay,
You just gotta move
I guess
sideways.
I just gotta go with it.
He's got to move
Like,
sideways.
in that moment, if you're in the grind train, right?
Yep.
The objective is to not have a boner, right?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I think if you're,
No, you don't want it.
I'm confused.
But every man,
you don't want a boner.
You don't want a
in
boner.
grind
I thought.
train.
What the fuck?
Especially
I don't
at 14.
Yeah.
well, you might be
definitely don't
embarrassed
want
about
that.
it. But I mean, like, why are you in a grind train if you don't want a boner?
at 14,
But,
you
dude-
don't have a choice,
Bro,
You're not getting out of there without a boner.
You don't join a grind train. The grind train finds you
Yeah.
and picks you up
I'm sorry, I didn't go to Catholic school.
no.
I went to public school.
like the passenger that you are.
There's
all
two
aboard.
things that we do really well at Catholic school: Stations of the Cross and grind trains. Okay,
And
you
we
can't fucking tell me otherwise.
And we're grinding from station to station. Jesus falls the second time.
Get up, Jesus. Why would you get up?
Your children are here.
Oh yeah, Mary Magdalene giving him the cloth.
Jesus Christ.
I'm glad Mike's taking notes. Mike's taking notes of what's happening.
Y'all are gonna be really. I'm trying to make them funny.
I think somewhere my grandparents just woke up. And felt a disturbance in the Holy Spirit.
At that point, our viewer count had dropped to 0, and it came right back up.
So, Mike, tell me more about the secrets of Hogwarts.
Doesn't matter, Nick.
Can we mute Pat's microphone for a minute? He's going full on Jared Leto Joker.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right.
Ouch. My brain hurts.
Your pain hurts?
My brain hurts. Oh god, fuck Harry Potter. I'm gonna get the game, okay? I promise. I'm gonna buy it. I promise.
Just don't bring me in your grind train.
I don't want to do station.
Welcome to the Hogwarts Express. This is. I'm gonna be creating some graphics about this.
Oh my
You
god.
guys are like fucking Charlie Bucket and his grandpa when they
You
drink the
just,
fucking
you don't know how real that was.
fizzy lifting drink.
You don't know how real that is. You don't know how real this is, okay? Okay.
We just touched your childhood.
This is such bad radio. Oh my god.
No, this is great. This is
Oh
a
my
great
God.
podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You
Hogwarts.
decide. Tell us in the comments.
What is the name of this game again?
Jesus fucking Christ.
This is
Are you
Hogwarts
kidding me?
Legacy.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Hogwarts Express?
Hogwarts Grind Train.
Rated E for everyone.
Rated A for all aboard.
Okay. All right, yeah. Who knows when this is coming out? I guess that's the bottom line, right?
Yeah.
It's already been
Well,
pushed back.
okay.
When they announced it in
Hold
2020,
on.
they pushed it to 2021 and then pushed it to 2022.
What I wanted to ask you guys, actually, though, before that,
we
whatever
got
that
off
was,
the rails.
before whatever that was.
Please stop with the puns. Please.
What I wanted to ask was, the objective is to not have a boner, right?
I thought this was coming back to the game.
Okay.
The objective is to not have a boner.
The game, technically.
Right. The objective is to not have a boner. But like,
But why?
hold on.
Just he's
But
getting to a point.
everybody failed that.
Yeah.
You always had a boner.
100%.
Even the girls.
Did
Even
she-
the girls,
did she know
especially
that?
the girls.
Did she know that? She had to know that. She had
knew.
to know that.
Yeah. No, they always know. They always know.
Damn. Man.
Mike, what's your take on it?
They always know.
All right.
Okay.
That's a drop right
So,
there.
so Hogwarts may or may not be delayed, but as of now, scheduled.
Yeah.
For,
we
Says it's
never-
going to come out 2022.
we are never,
Hogwarts Legacy has
Yeah.
delayed boarding.
we have
yes.
never talking about this game ever again.
Not until it comes out.
It is barred, but I will play the shit out of this. So,
Yeah. Yeah,
all
yeah.
right. So, this is a story that we found out a couple, literally like a couple. Was it? It's less than 24 hours. I sent it to you guys, right?
I saw it a couple days before
Yeah,
that.
but I
yeah.
figured it was worth putting in because it is pretty interesting. Because honestly, judging by what we've seen from Marvel Studios, I wouldn't be surprised at
Yeah.
this point. So,
Pulling out all the stops.
So there are some potential spoilers for Doctor Strange in this. There was some leaked set photos came out, and there was a. Are you okay?
I'm sorry. I can't stop coughing.
Oh, can you pull
Sorry.
up the set photos?
Yeah. Let me see if I can find them.
This
so-
is terrible podcasting.
So says you. Yeah, I see. That's the thing is like all the articles are like, oh my god, is that Tom Cruise as Tony Stark?
So yeah, let's to actually get into it.
Yeah.
There's rumors that Tom Cruise is going to be joining the MCU in Multiverse of Madness as an alternate version of Tony Stark,
Yeah.
which I think would be cool.
I'm
Really?
I'm into it.
Oh God!
But the
no.
reason why
Dude,
they're
Tommy
doing
Boats,
it,
absolutely.
but the reason why they're doing it is because before RDJ signed on, before Jon Favreau got on, originally the idea was for Tom Cruise to be Iron Man, like that. And Nicolas Cage also came up in conversation. So
was that that's been announced before?
Burke, if you want to cut to my, but basically this is the pictures that
What am I looking
are
at?
leaking out.
Oh my God.
It
Looks like
he looks like a weed dealer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks. So like, come on.
He looks like Pedro Pascal.
A little bit.
Kinda.
Can you zoom in on that?
Enhance. That's
Holy shit.
that I believe
It's like Christian
I could
Bale
buy
a
it.
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, da-da-da-da.
I mean, honestly, like I like Tom Cruise. I think he would
Whoa.
actually be really funny. I think it would be a funny take.
I think
on
it'd be cool to see
Iron
him,
Man.
to see him just like in like a fun little cameo role. I don't.
Yeah,
that
I don't
or
need him in multiple movies.
Just saying, it'd be cool. A cool way to not like stamp all over Iron Man's arc, but also still have Iron Man in the franchise.
Still keep him in there. Like
Yeah.
he's very similar to the RDJ
Yeah.
Iron Man. You just get it without the RDJ Iron Man.
Yeah.
Or Mission Impossible crossover.
It has to be like the
I'm
lightest
into
little
that.
touch of Iron Man. It's just like, here is an
Maybe
homage
almost
to him.
like how they use Captain Marvel as like Deus Ex Machina. Maybe you get a little Tom Cruise. He comes to save the day when you need him. That'd be nice.
So you guys.
Tommy Boats always drops in at the right time.
So if this is true, which I personally don't think it is, if this is true,
do we know for a fact
What are
that's
the
on the
larger
set of
implications?
Doctor Strange?
yes.
Okay.
If that is true, that would be fucking wild. Like I wouldn't be surprised if it is true, but I don't think it's true. The other
Why
thing,
not?
the other rumor that is going around.
Now, why don't you think it's true? Because you don't think that's Tom Cruise?
I think Tom Cruise is so far on another planet, like producing
With
movies by
Xenu.
himself. Like he's gonna make a fucking movie in space. You know what I mean? Like
So how
that
does
man stops at
if they,
nothing.
If they
He's
offered
too
him
high-
a
Stops at
cameo,
nothing.
it's too high profile, dude. I don't think he like gets or understands the MCU at all. Like
I disagree.
he is
Angelina
a fucking,
Jolie's been in the movie.
He is
like,
a fucking.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, but like you guys are missing the point. This is Tom Cruise. This is a guy who generates $550 million a year outside of the box office.
This
This guy is
my
such a
thought is-
high profile individual that like just his name being on the movie is enough to sell 100 million in tickets on opening weekend. They put in scripts Tom Cruise type. And if they send it to his agent, he gets back in 1 hour to tell you if he's doing your movie or not.
That sounds
like
true.
this is
sounds
the
that sounds
this is-
ridiculous.
like a
And,
Paul
like-
Bunyan myth maker.
when he does I mean, you guys heard the recording of him like chewing out his crew. Like he's fucking serious business. Like
You just tell me he reads a script in an hour?
he was not lying when
He probably
told
has a
that,
team that will read it, people that he trusts that will
All right,
read
you
it
take
and give him
pages
the
1
info.
through 50. You
Yeah.
take
he
page
has a
50 through 100.
big
Guys,
blue
there's-
ox that,
there is
that reads the script for him every hour.
a big blue. You guys, there's a
Who's his babe?
What happened to Shelley Miscavige, though? That's what I want to know.
I mean, that's another thing too.
That's
is
all I'm
that
saying.
like he's also
Let's not get into it. We
he's
don't
also,
want anybody coming
he's
after us.
He's also we're dude. If Leah Remini's still alive, we're small fish.
That's true.
That's very true, yeah.
Tom Cruise is also a Scientologist, and
he's crazy.
Scientologists,
Absolutely
Scientology
crazy.
is incredibly powerful institution in the United States, and like, I personally don't think that any business, like, you notice how Tom Cruise is in charge of all his own shit, because I don't think anybody wants to invite that into their business. Like he
don't know.
he co-produces the Mission Impossible
Here's-
movies
here-
with Paramount.
I can
Like, you know how
picture-
much money that
Pat,
takes.
Tom Cruise is notoriously a nice guy, right? And I think he's got a tremendous amount of goodwill, and people in Hollywood like him, despite
Right.
all that. I could totally see
But then there's
the
all the
MCU
Scientology-ness.
offering him a small cameo and him being like, yeah, let's do it. That'd be great.
Kind of like was he a producer on Tropic Thunder?
No.
because
just the cameo.
Yeah, it was just that cameo, and I think it's. I don't know the full
I don't
story.
think that's more of a supporting role.
Yeah,
than it can be.
yeah.
But the way that it goes was that he heard they were making it, and his critics said he couldn't. Do
that he's
comedy.
not funny. Yeah,
So he called
Yeah,
Ben
yeah.
Stiller and said, "I want to be in your movie,
and I want to prove that I'm funny.
to prove that I'm funny." And he's like, "Well, I got one role left," and he's like, "I'll take it."
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how they got him, and he was perfect.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
I didn't even know it was him until the end of the movie. I had no clue that it was him.
I'm so mad about this because my mom went to go see Tropic Thunder in theaters. And then she got out of it, and she was like, "Oh my God, Tom Cruise was so funny. You'll never guess who he was. He was the agent." I was like, "Why would you set it up like that and then ruin it?"
I remember when he walked on screen, I was just like, "What?" I was like, I immediately knew. I was like, Tom Cruise, really? I love the arm makeup and the.
And that's the thing. He was under so much makeup. I didn't actually know it was him, which made me love it so much better. When all of a sudden I'm watching it with my brother and he just like, Tom Cruise, that's who it is, like halfway through the movie. And I was like, this is way better now. So the fact that he did that movie just to prove that he was funny, I could buy what you're saying, that they called him up and like, hey, you want to be a part of it?
I just feel like this is too big of a bluff.
How about this?
Like it's too. I think.
How about this? Let me throw this one at you. And this is not based on anything. This is just me just thinking. Bring Edward Norton back as the Hulk.
Yes.
An alternate Hulk.
Well, he would be mad because he wouldn't be able to
Make him
the
Red
fucking
Hulk.
Script.
Make him fucking
By the
Red
way,
Hulk.
I hope we don't do this. I hope we don't just descend into like
Every single
This
person.
is the downfall of Marvel.
into like, oh, let's you know those fan casting rumors from years ago? Let's get alternate versions of them for like cameos, or like we need an Iron Man. We'll get Tom Cruise for one movie and we'll pull him out of a different universe.
Yeah, they're just fucking around at this
Yeah.
point. They're just like, let's just fucking do this. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're doubling down on
and
the
then
multiverse.
just opens up a fucking a portal and it's just the UC acceptance test. Matt, close the portal. Close it.
I'm shutting this down.
The grind train
I'm
starts
shutting
moving
this
through.
down.
It's like the scene in the ring where she comes out of the TV.
No, stop it. Close it.
Grind train.
Okay. All right, we're done.
All right, we're done.
We're done.
Are you? You finished?
I'll never be finished with the grind.
The grind train never stops.
Grind train, don't stop.
You can take the man out of the grind train,
It's
but you
really-
can't take the grind
it's
train out of the
really
man.
All it really is just 2.5 hours of edging, and then you go home and you blow your load in the
Are you
bathroom.
talking about Multiverse of Madness?
Yup.
Would you like to see Tom Cruise as Iron Man? How about Edward Norton as the Hulk?
Just edging in their bathroom.
Just bring him.
Grind training and then edging. All right.
The future of Marvel movies.
Looks bright, I gotta say. It looks bright.
No, but I mean, they're doubling down on multiverse stuff. To think
Yeah.
that it's like they're not going to do that is just ridiculous. There's going to be a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't
Yeah,
think
it's the
Tom-
only
I
way
don't
to
think it's Tom-
expand.
I don't think it's Tom Cruise
With
as
the
Iron
same
Man.
characters.
Well, I mean, they do
Listen,
have
if it
they have a
is-
huge slate of new characters coming. I mean, we got Blade right around the corner. We have what was Kit Harington's character? In
Black Knight.
Black Knight. It's like we're Harry Styles. Just that one movie alone had 3 brand
Yeah, we're
new
running
Marvel
out of
heroes.
fucking actors to do all
Yeah.
of this shit
Yeah.
with.
So I don't think it's not like we need to expand, but I think like this whole
you guys
next
see
phase
that-
of Marvel is multiverse. There's going to be alternates of everybody.
Yeah, and I mean, it honestly could be a way, instead of like wiping the slate clean and then introducing new characters, slowly phasing the characters out,
and
rather
without
than
having to retire the character.
exactly. So then it's a way to kind of ease into the entire new phase.
Yeah.
They should they should just go through the whole cast, and when somebody's contract's up, just kill them.
Take him out back and just put him one in the
snap
back
him.
of the head.
Speaking of which, this is a little bit of a tangent, but one of the main characters in Moon Knight passed away.
The main actor.
Well, I thought
The actor who plays
the
Moon
actor
Knight?
who
No.
the actor who plays the main villain passed away. He was 37. He
So
died
it's
in a
like-
ski accident.
we got
Oh,
another
jeez, that's
T'Challa
horrible.
situation where it's like, what do you do?
well, is there going to be a follow up?
if it's the main villain, then it's
no, I
possible that
think it's
he's
pretty-
done after the season run.
I gotta be
That's
honest.
true with television. Villains.
Yeah.
I think it's
yeah.
a pretty popular opinion that Marvel should have just recast T'Challa. They shouldn't.
I feel like it's not a popular opinion, but I think like
no, it is.
Really,
I would say it's popular that they
It would-
absolutely should have just recast.
especially. Did you hear that? Black Black Panther Wakanda Forever shut down again because of another COVID outbreak.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's like,
oh, wow.
I don't know what's going on.
Even Wakanda
Letitia
can't
Wright
escape
came back with
COVID.
a vengeance.
Yeah.
Letitia Wright came
That
back with a
bubble ain't that
vengeance.
strong.
They're no Madagascar. They're not getting out of this clean.
Letitia Wright came back. She's like, "You accused me of having COVID. I'll give you COVID."
But yeah, I agree. I think it would have been nice to recast that character.
Yeah. So just, send him out to pasture. There'll be a CGI version of him somewhere, right?
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
a shiny version of him.
It's hard to look at. All right. So Amazon announced its Lord of the Rings title.
Lord of
and
the
its
Rings.
premiere
This
date.
one's another jam-packed
So-
news topic for us to talk about.
Lord of the Rings is an IP pretty much everyone's familiar with at this point. It's older than literally most of the stuff we talk about on this show.
Yeah.
I mean, Tolkien fantasy is like its own genre, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, I have never seen the original Lord of the Rings trilogy.
They're great.
Have you seen the Hobbit movies?
I saw one with him.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah. I've only
reason
seen one of them.
The only reason I went is the 48 frames per second. And when we went,
That's a very Pat thing.
when we were gonna,
Remember, he was hyping this up as we were on our way to the movie. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
yeah, but then you saw it and it was a sharp ass image.
It was.
It's like butter.
We also saw we were gonna go see the second one, remember? And then there was a snowstorm that happened.
That's right.
We tried
Yeah,
driving
yeah.
out in it, and like my car just started sliding across the road. I was like,
Yeah, we're not doing
"How about
this.
Netflix?" It was whatever. It was okay.
But
So-
have you seen
Have
The
you seen-
Hobbit?
I did, unfortunately. Yeah, I've seen
Oh.
the Hobbit movies.
Okay, so they're not good.
Well, I mean, it was the production was weird because it was supposed to be Del Toro. Not, I always want to say Benicio del Toro.
Guillermo.
but
Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro. He was supposed to do it, and then weeks before production started, he had to drop out, and then Peter Jackson figured, if I don't take over, this movie is going to be a disaster. So he jumped in weeks before production. And then also, like, the exact opposite of what happened with the Lord of the Rings movies, whereas with that, he went into it saying, no studio is going to greenlight me to make a trilogy, so let me condense. And then whatever studio he went up going with said, no, we want you to do this in 3 movies.
Mm-hmm.
So with this one, they were like, let's take this one tiny little book and stretch it out across 3 movies.
Got
And
it.
they
Got
added
it.
a bunch of new extra plot, and it just like really made those movies tough to watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you take it from like you don't know a lot about The Hobbit and everything, and like you were a Lord of the Rings fan, it's good you got another 3 movies. Like visually, they look pretty good.
I disagree.
You don't think so?
The problem is it
Nah,
leaned
dude.
way too
In the
heavily
first
into the
Hobbit-
CGI. Hold on. The original movies, a lot of practical effects enhanced by CGI, whereas The Hobbit came in a time when everything was CGI.
Yeah, but the first movie has that battle sequence. Remember where like the camera pans through the battle sequence and you actually see like in slow motion or almost like freeze frame, like you see all the 3D rendered like graphics and like everyone getting stabbed and like what the battle of like the hobbits and the orcs looked like and everything. I thought that's like one of the best things. Like that imagery stuck with me as opposed to like the fucking weird trolls and like
you're
the
still
weird
talking-
dogs and everything. You're still talking about the first Hobbit, yeah.
But if you look at the original movies, which I know you haven't seen, it's like you can really see the difference between real extras and actors being there versus the final one, the Battle of the 5 Armies. It's just like 10 guys clone stamped 1,000 times. And I think it lends to the fantasy and really feeling like you're in this other world, whereas CGI feels like any other blockbuster movie.
I mean,
Got it,
I
got
definitely.
Hold on, can we talk about the
It
actual
takes away some of like the whimsy
Well,
of it all.
I just want to hear what Mike has to say, then we'll jump into
I was
it.
gonna say I definitely agree, and it kind of feels like if the original Lord of the Rings could have done this with that technology at the time, like that, obviously it's developed a lot. I feel like they probably would have,
And
but
it would have been worse for it.
and it would have been worse for it. But so this is kind of like that's a good point. Yeah, it's like this is how you think they might have like if they were to like redo
It's
or
this,
like
it's the same thing with the Star Wars movies,
Yeah,
whereas the originals are
100%.
very tactile, and you
Yep.
have puppets on set, and then you have the prequels, and everything is smooth and shiny. And then we get back around to the sequel series where they're like, okay, we know the best practices from both, and blend them together, and you get like, as much as I dislike the sequels, they look the best.
Okay. I see what you're saying. And I mean, they had to do a lot of clever shit on the original Lord of the Rings, like with the hobbits and everything.
Yeah, the
like the
forced
way
perspective.
Yep.
But the way they do it, it also, I see what you're saying. It's better than literally taking someone and shrinking them down in CGI. It's way better to do it the practical way.
There are some times where you might want to do that, but it's like when the whole movie is built around CGI, that's where I have a problem.
Okay.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say a lot of the Lord of the Rings was in CGI too. Like I remember reading a thing where like Ian McKellen was like in just a green screen essentially in a situation, and like he had broke down because he was like, this is not why I got into acting. Like he was so upset because he's like, I'm a fucking wizard sitting in a green room right now.
Wait, sorry, was this on The Hobbit?
This was actually, no, this was on the original Lord of the Rings.
Oh, this is in the original Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
okay.
still used a lot of it, like when they're in the Shire and when they're in like his actual house. Like a lot of that is background CGI.
That's interesting. I need to go back and check because I know they did build 2 versions of of Bilbo's house. They did a full-scale one for him, and then they did a miniaturized version as well.
Okay.
Bilbo slackens.
Slackens.
Hi, Bilbo, your feet. They're gross.
All
hobbits' feet are gross.
Pat, tell us what the title of this new show is.
Oh, okay. It's The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming out September 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
It's an awful name.
Shang-Chi,
So-
the Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power.
So, I mean, what else are you going to call this? That's what I really want to know, because this
The
is
Rings of Power would have been fine.
But then, as
or
we
The
were
Lord
talking,
of the Rings would have been good too.
but so here's the thing:
It
is
just
that
sounds like they couldn't pick.
if you just call it the Lord of the Rings, then you're not making it something new. You're just
they want to
taking the
be
same.
able to do more shows and more properties under the Lord of the Rings. So if you call the show Lord of the Rings, you're boxing yourself.
Exactly.
You can't just call it Lord of the Rings. but
Exactly.
You also have
Watchmen.
a fucking universe full of
Watchmen only ever was supposed to be 1 season.
Was it? I
Yeah.
thought they were. I thought they were going to do 2.
all right.
They
They might
early
but
on. Yeah,
Who wrote that?
I can't remember their name.
Damon Lindelof. He only intended to do 1 season. The HBO can go and do another season, but he wrote a perfectly encapsulated 1 season arc.
But I mean, with this, back to the title, I just don't, especially with now that we know what the story is about, where it takes place in the Second Age, which the Lord of the Rings movies took place in the Third Age. When we go to the Second Age, now we're going to when Sauron like made all the rings, and so now there's like 20, 30 something rings in the world. So the show Rings of Power makes sense. I understand like
Why not
ring
just
and
call
ring
it
get.
Lord of the Rings, the Second Age. There you go.
The Lord of the
you
Rings
could do
Uncut
that.
Gems.
I
The
kind
Second
of feel
Age.
the second. That's not a sexy title. That's not a
Neither
sexy
is Lord of
title,
the
though.
Rings, the Rings of
fucking
Power.
HGTV.
But it's also HGTV doesn't have very sexy
Danny,
yes,
titles
they
in a way.
House Hunters. That's a sexy title, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Brothers Gutters.
But
Gutter
it's also one of the
Property
issues.
Brothers.
One of the issues is working with houses. It's trying to come up with new titles.
Be a MILF in
when a
this
lot
house.
when a lot of the shows are kind of in a way very similar. So it's coming up with different titles. I mean, with this also, when people are talking about it, no one is going to say, "Oh, have you watched the Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power?" No, you're going to say,
You're
"Have
gonna
you
say one or
have
the
you,
other.
Have you watched the new Lord of the Rings show, or have you watched the Rings of Power?"
So why not just call it the Lord of the Rings fans are some of the most diehard fans. You don't need a sexy name. They're
Yeah.
gonna watch
Like
it. They're gonna love
my
it.
No, but
mom
the thing
isn't
is
gonna like be sold to watch this based off the name of it.
Yeah.
But
you know.
what they're doing is they're trying to sell people like Pat who have not seen the Lord of the Rings and are familiar with
they
it.
fail. I'm the
wrong
But
guy.
will they jump in to watch this? People who are pseudo fans of fantasy that have not
I
seen
think-
the Lord of the Rings that they're trying to sell this on.
I think any one person who watched Game of Thrones is gonna check this out.
That's what I was gonna say.
This is very much for the game.
What was the budget on this show? Like $200 million.
Something
It's fucking
and how much was it to
ridiculous.
buy the IP?
Oh, it's probably way more than that.
Yeah, so they've invested hundreds of millions of dollars into this.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
And
make
they went with Lord of the Rings. the
make it
Rings of
sound
Power.
something like fucking Game of Thrones. Then it doesn't have to be
Rings of Power would have been fine.
Rings of talk about dragons, talk about elves, talk about whatever. Like everybody's sold through on that shit already.
I mean, I'm fine if they would just name it the Rings of Power. You then lose the Lord of the Rings name
you need
over
that
it.
branding.
You need that branding. And
I
for
don't
all
think
we
you do.
know,
I think saying enough that it's a Lord of the Rings television show would be enough. For people to be
need
like,
brand
you want that
attribution.
branding, yeah. You want that small little pre-title that's over the big title.
It's important to have.
what if they just called it Loader? LOTR.
Loader.
Loader.
preloader?
Loader Rop.
Loader up.
Loader up.
I'd actually, you know what? If they did Loader Rop, I would be way more better with that.
Loader up.
Loader.
Loader up.
Fill her up. Anyway, yeah, it's whatever. It's like I'm gonna watch it.
It's
I'll
gonna
watch
be good.
it.
Yeah,
You know?
We're gonna watch it.
I don't know anything about the executive producer on it. I looked at. I think he did uncredited stuff for Star Trek.
Good start.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know anything about
Loving
this
this
person and
so
their
far.
credentials.
Well, I mean, the good news is if you're spending probably $500 million building out the series, you're not going to just hand it over to someone who fucks it.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
I know that's not always the case, but we can be optimistic with it.
Yeah. And I mean, the one thing about the second age that I've been reading about is that really there isn't much that Tolkien wrote about it. So whoever is in charge of this is pretty much writing a brand new story. They only have essentially
that's fine.
spark notes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
no,
fine.
exactly. It gives it the opportunity to be something completely different. And no one has
I would
books to
rather
read
that
to
than
know.
retreading the
Yeah.
same stuff.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I'm looking
That's
at
a good
the
thing.
Lord of the Rings wiki for
It's all
the
new.
second era.
Okay.
To see if there's any better names, and it's like not that these would be the names, because obviously you want it to focus around whatever the story is, but it's like the second age is also called the Year of the Sun. Like, imagine if it was like Lord of the Rings Year of the Sun. That would be that's cool.
That's pretty metal. That's pretty cool.
The banishment
Year of the
banishment of Morgoth.
What the fuck? That's great.
The
That's
banishment
so
of
good.
Morgoth.
Well, I have a feeling the executives sitting in the room threw that one out, and they were like, "We can't have Morgoth. Morgoth is not the title that's going to invite the semi-fantasy fans."
His,
Lord of the Rings. Big booty bitches in Mordor.
Big goth booty bitches of Mordor.
The last alliance
orc
of
booty.
elves and
We going
men.
Helms knuckle deep on this episode of Lord of the Rings. Power of the Ring.
How about all right? So here's two: the last alliance of elves and men, or the downfall of Numenor.
Or of elves and men.
Of elves and men.
Of elves and men is
Of
a
my
good
show.
title.
Show me the rabbits.
Well, yeah.
Where are the rabbits, George?
They just kill Gimli at the end.
George. That was the other guy's name.
Oh yeah, Lenny
It
and
was
George.
Lenny and George.
Yes.
I could never remember. I always remembered Lenny.
Pat's
I could
never read
remember
the
George.
book because he
That's
can't
true.
read.
That's-
It's true.
it doesn't have enough
I
pictures.
watched the movie. It's fine.
It's fine.
I don't gotta read every fucking word in the book to and like I can read half the book and watch the movie and know. All right, I got it. I got it all.
It's a beautiful
You
book.
kids. This
I
is
read The
what's
Pearl.
wrong with kids these days.
Remember the Pearl?
No.
Oh, is that
John Steinbeck.
John Steinbeck?
Same as
Yeah.
Of Mice and Men.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote a lot of shit.
Grapes of Wrath.
Yeah,
of
that's
Wrath is a
Steinbeck.
long fucking
One thing you
book.
could say about him, he wrote a lot of shit.
He wrote
Grapes
some
of Wrath,
shit.
a better title.
Great.
Yeah.
The Pearl.
Lord
Me
of the-
Pearl.
We got a some Russian name is in chat.
Ooh.
What's he saying?
Bonjour.
Capital V lowercase M space dot R capital ED.
That's a battle cry, son. He's on the front lines at Ukraine right now.
This is Russia is like using our podcast to send
Yeah.
messages.
yeah. Damn, we got 45 Soviets listening to us right now.
Hey?
Well, what do they have to
Vidanya.
say?
Well, fucking tell
Oh, is
me
it
if
in
I can
Russian?
read what that is.
Oh,
It's in Russian.
Translate it.
Dostoevsky.
Yeah, okay. Vom.red is what it says.
Vom.red.
That's maybe that's their suggestion for the title.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember,
good suggestion.
Vom.red.
Vom.red.
It's spammy thing, Pat. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
It-
Cool. Thanks for that. America's going to own your ass in World War III. Anyway.
Pat, no.
Don't say
We
it.
already
Don't
pissed
jinx
off
it.
the Scientologists. We don't need to piss off Russia too.
we are
I
losing.
think we pissed off J.K. Rowling too, but you know what? I think that's okay.
She's fucking
No,
allowed.
that's
Fuck
fine.
that.
Yeah.
She's fucking what?
It's allowed to fucking piss her off.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hanging out with Ronnie Radke.
You leave Ronnie out of this. That would be baller, yo. If he posts on his Instagrams like hung out with J.K. Rowling today, I'd be like, of course he did.
Because they're both snowflakes. Say anything left to say about Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power? Ring race, last ride.
Title or not, I'm gonna watch the show.
Oh, yeah.
I hope there's a lot of social commentary. I hope there's a diverse cast. I hope they focus on those things over telling a good story. And I hope that the action is minimally directed and is put together like a 5-year-old put it together. And when it comes out, I want the critics to rave over it. And I want every YouTuber to say that it sucks. And then I want the studio to say that trolls are driving the ratings down. I want this scenario for Lord of the Rings.
This is too hyper specific, and I'm scared about
This
it.
is what I
don't
want.
Like this. I don't like it.
Are you from the future? Have you seen it? Has it happened?
Oh, Danny, we've seen this story play out time and time again.
Pat's eyes roll back, they turn white, and he just tells the story again.
From the dawn of time.
He like taps into our minds and we could see what he's thinking.
Oh my god!
How is he talking? He's not moving his
His mouth isn't moving.
Don't look in the turtle's eyes. Don't look in the turtle's eyes.
I looked in the turtle's eyes, Rick. All right. Dude, it's a stupid name, but we're going to watch it. Anyway.
But the title sequence, though,
It's fine.
Did you know?
It's real.
It's real, yeah.
Yeah.
They actually poured molten metal into like the wood carving. It's not CGI.
That's badass.
That's cool.
See,
It's
a
like
great
Batman
title.
in
It's like the opening.
1989.
Yeah.
It's
See,
cheaper
whether you
to
like
do that.
when you like the title or not, they got a badass title card.
Yeah.
They
So,
spent
there's
$20 million on that intro.
Wiener.
Wiener.
We bought the rights to Lord of the Rings for $900 million. We gave it a $200 million budget, and we spent $20 million of it on just the title sequence.
the title
and that's
sequence.
all we have to show.
And we
for
spent
it.
$1 on researching the title.
They're almost done shooting it, right?
Well, it releases in September.
Oh yeah, so it's got to be done.
I
Oh,
hope
yeah.
they're close.
You hope.
All right. So
We're just finishing up pre-production.
Yeah, we're gonna start in
It's going to be
full.
the best TV show ever.
We put 1 week of budget to post, so we'll see what happens.
So, Microsoft is buying
Big
bought
news.
Activision.
Congrats to anybody who owned Blizzard stock.
Yeah,
And
honestly, right?
Yeah. Oh, not Nancy Pelosi. Marjorie
Dan Crenshaw?
Taylor Greene sold
What?
$15,000 worth of Activision Blizzard stock right
When?
before the sale
Yeah,
happened.
no shit. Everybody is in the biggest insider
right
trading like
before
ever.
the sale happened.
Yes.
So she missed out on money.
Maybe.
No. There's a reason why she did it.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I probably.
Microsoft, dude.
Maybe she
Bill
had
Gates
calls
vaccines.
or some shit.
Bill
Yeah,
Gates
you know.
vaccine. Now, if she sold her Microsoft stock, I could understand that a bit more because that dropped a bit after the sale announcement.
Speaking of Microsoft, you guys, last night I took an Uber home from the train, and as soon as I got in, the guy told me you could take off your mask. And I was like, why? He's like, because I don't believe in COVID.
You should report him.
And I went, oh, no shit? Tell me about it. Why?
Okay.
And he was just like, he goes, you know who Bill Gates is? And I'm like, no, tell me.
No, you apparently
clue.
you know him better than I do.
Not a
So
clue.
you tell me.
He's just like, he just goes, it's all big business, man. That's all they're trying to do. I go, what does Bill Gates stand to earn? He's like, money. I go, from what? He's like, the vaccine. I go, but how does the vaccine make money unless it cures COVID?
Mm-hmm.
And also,
because
it's free.
COVID's not real. And I was just like, you see where I'm going with this?
Are you following your
Are
own
you
logic?
following your own logic right now? And the
Okay.
best part about it is just like, he's one of those,
Uh-huh,
he's one of those idiots.
Individuals.
Who will be like, Bill Gates is like trying to vaccinate everybody with this poison or whatever. It's like, and then he's gonna try and
Microchips.
track me. It's just like, Bill Gates is the reason why you have a phone, the screen. Like, Bill Gates is arguably one of the most important people in human history as far as
And I could-
the information technology revolution is concerned. And he's too dumb to know that.
What I
So,
want to know is
like-
how does he work for Uber and doesn't wear like how is nobody you could probably report,
should report him.
to Uber
I'm
and
not
say
gonna
that
report him over that
Why not?
because he's just an idiot.
So he should.
he's an
hold on.
idiot
He's idiots
possibly
causing people to get
spreading
killed.
I mean,
COVID around.
I'm just gonna say this. I don't think anybody's tuning in to this show to hear our take on COVID. I don't want to talk about this because I'm over it 2 years later. But what I did want to bring up, I want to backtrack. I'm looking at the cast for Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power.
Mm-hmm.
Worst title show.
Thank you for the title.
Elijah Wood, Ian McKellen, Viggo Mortensen, Sean Astin, and Liv Tyler are all listed in the cast. I'm not sure if that means there's like a flash forward or
Is this
if maybe,
IMDb?
No, it's Google.
Interesting.
But I'm wondering if
might not be accurate.
'Cause here's
maybe
the thing
they
is
might
the-
set it up like in the like where we're familiar with Lord of the Rings and have it like. Maybe you
But
have
Google
Gandalf
also-
being like, "Oh, I had back in the day. Here's a story," and then
Google-
you flash back.
Google
I would
might
love to
also
see
be
them-
pulling up whatever
Lord of the
the
Rings.
the
Yeah.
Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings
it could just be
cast.
pulling in because
They're at the
the
very bottom. It's like all the main cast is up there,
Oh,
and then
okay.
they're like scattered in the
Maybe.
bottom.
Maybe
It could be, yeah, it could be either flash forwards that they're gonna like take actual
if it comes
footage.
from IMDb and it's before the movie comes out, not true. It's definitely not true.
wait, say that.
If it comes from IMDb and it's before the movie comes out, it's probably
It's not
true.
confirmed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Afterwards, IMDb cleans all that shit up once the movie's out.
I mean, at least the cast that I read, I only recognize one person, and that's the guy from Ozark. The
Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman.
Jason. I was gonna say the heroin
He's playing Aragorn.
grower, but
Man of Gondor.
well,
Man of Gondor.
I don't know what I was expecting.
for Frodo.
So wait, Microsoft buying Activision.
Microsoft buying Activision. That's a we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on that.
So it was announced, right, that Bobby Kotick
He'll be gone once
he'll
the
be gone.
transition's
I mean,
the best ass in video games 2021.
yeah.
that dude made out so lucky.
Oh, yeah.
with this purchase,
He got like
is
a
so-
$300 million like
Oh,
golden
really?
parachute.
That fucking asshole is so lucky to get away with it like this.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Good for
it's-
him.
I mean, yeah,
That's the system
he's
we
getting,
built.
He's getting his golden parachute.
and he's floating all the way to
They're-
retirement.
They're probably going to keep him there until this deal. Someone's expecting it to close in like 2023,
Yeah.
probably, or end of 2023. So we're still. What year are we in? 2022.
22.
Yeah, so we're still 2
What
years
year
away.
is it?
So we're still like 2 years
Well,
away from
the
this
other-
closing.
The other thing I want to talk about is
crazy.
specifically like game franchises and everything, like what comes to Game Pass. And I don't think it'll be that long because they also said the same thing for the ZeniMax purchase, and it took like 4 months. And then we had Bethesda games on Game Pass.
Right.
I
So
it's just the fact that they're two really big companies
Yeah.
that you then gotta
I tend
absorb.
to believe that, I mean, like they want to obviously, like, I think that they said they're going to honor all existing contracts with like other platforms to make sure and like Phil Spencer's like, I'm not about taking games away from platforms, but they didn't spend $70 billion on Activision to keep you on competitors. So I imagine they're going to let all the contracts dry up with
yeah.
Sony, and then eventually they're going to transition. Everything is Xbox exclusive. So you're either buying our hardware or you're subscribing to our system to play our game.
Pretty
to
much,
play
yeah.
these games, which would be fucking crazy because then Call of Duty and Halo would both be Microsoft exclusives.
Yeah, two massive gaming franchises.
Massive.
This is also Microsoft's biggest purchase ever. Think of their next biggest one was LinkedIn for $26
Bill
billion.
Gates himself checked his Venmo afterwards to see if he had enough money.
He Venmo'd the purchase.
He's like, I think I have that in my Venmo.
Oh shit! Hold on, I gotta move a little bit of money from the bank.
He's going down his transactions. It's like, you know,
He's like,
Jeffrey
I don't
Epstein,
remember.
Bill Cosby.
All the money he's getting from the vaccine.
yeah.
he's going through his credit card. He was like, I don't remember this $70 billion purchase. Hold on.
Oh, that was Activision.
So just let it
That's right,
happen.
that's
It's
right.
fine. It's a rounding error.
But they're still not going to be. What's funny is that Sony and Tencent
Tencent, yeah.
are still bigger, technically.
Well, Sony lost $20 billion in market share after the acquisition, like almost immediately.
No, Microsoft is really this is content wars. That's all this is.
That's
they're
I'm
just
fine.
buying,
Fuck it. Like,
they're
keep
just
going.
buying
Listen,
up content.
Sony was like, here's a bunch of 10 out of 10 single player titles for you to buy our system and play them. And Xbox was like,
Call of Duty.
here's
Hold my
fucking
beer.
Game Pass, Bethesda, and Activision. The PS5's still outselling us. How? Because I honestly don't, like, listen, they have all these crazy studios now, all these studios have put out massive games are underneath the Xbox like umbrella now, right? So I imagine in the next probably 3 to 8 years, let's say that, right? 3 to 8 years, we will see an onslaught of just Microsoft exclusives that are either 10 out of 10, like fucking setting the goal, like making me look at an Xbox and be like, that's not a second-rate system, or like mediocre, like we're a big studio and like we know this is flashy and people are gonna play it type of games are gonna come out,
Like
But
Call
they're
of Duty.
You're gonna
all
get
gonna
both.
be on Game Pass.
Yeah.
All for $10 a month. All for $10 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas like that right there, I feel like I get like top tier quality. Like this is the ribeye of gaming.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
This is the cowboy steak.
Yeah.
For the audience, Pat pointed at a PS5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whereas
Pointed at a piece of steak.
whereas I feel like Xbox is, it's a flank steak. It's good, but
It'll fill your belly.
Yeah.
yeah. It'll fill you up, but it's not exactly.
if I
premier.
start, if somebody asks me if I want to play a game and I go, is it on Game Pass? I don't say that's a great start. You know what I mean? Especially since like some games aren't cross-talky yet.
That's
Only
true.
the big
Yeah.
ones are.
Yeah. But I mean, Microsoft just, not that they weren't in it for the long run, but I mean, they just solidified that they're ready to take number one.
They're talking about bringing back old franchises, and the big one they
yeah, I
mentioned
saw
was
that.
Guitar Hero.
Dude, I would love if Guitar Hero came back.
Me too.
There's a wild amount of people on TikTok that go live that just like have their phone pointed to their TV playing Guitar Hero, and they have thousands of people watching them all the time.
Awesome.
People
Could
miss
you
it.
imagine if
People
Guitar
still
Hero
want it.
was big during like streaming and everything, like in the era of streaming? That game was big without streaming.
Everybody had Guitar Hero. Everybody had some version of Guitar Hero.
I think most people got Guitar Hero 3.
Yeah, that was the
big
most.
kickoff.
Yeah, that was the real one that really
Because Guitar
sent
Hero
it
1 and
through.
2 didn't even have the real versions of the songs.
as
They were
performed
cover
by-
songs.
yeah.
They were cover songs. Like I remember Beast and the Harlot started. I was like, what is this fucking Kids Bop version of Avenged Sevenfold? It's like, what the fuck?
The Beast and the Heart.
How'd they even get a guitarist to play like Sinister Gates? You know what I'm saying?
They session musicians. Don't worry about them.
They're just making money.
What was the other? And then the third one, what are some of the big songs? Obviously, Through the Fire and Flames, which just launched Dragon Force's career. I'm trying to
else was
think
on
of
There was a
One by
Metallica song. Yeah,
One by
Metallica. This is then before the Metallica Guitar Hero
Yeah.
that came
Right.
out.
and the Van Halen one, and
Yep.
the this one, and the
They
Think
have
they-
Raining
didn't they have-
Blood.
Raining Blood.
Didn't they have Smells Like Teen Spirit too?
No,
on there? No?
no,
Was that Rock Band?
that was Rocksmith.
Rocksmith.
Yes,
Oh,
that was the
okay.
one that came from. I forget who. It's EA, not Activision.
Oh, they had-
and it's the
Oh,
one where
okay.
you use the real guitar.
It's Not Unusual by Tom Jones.
Okay.
We have Barracuda.
Barracuda. They had
There's no
Real-
guitar. It's
Black
just you just
Magic
got to
Woman.
snap.
Black Magic Woman.
Cliffs of Dover was on that.
Of course.
Cult of Personality.
Yes.
Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Yes.
Even Flow.
Yes.
There
There
was a
chords
lot.
in that song.
Yeah. The Metal by Tenacious D.
Down,
which I
down,
forgot.
down, down. Yo,
Oh, my
ironically,
name is Jonas. Which
ironically,
Oh, I knew there was a Weezer song
got
in there.
the
everybody
Metal
playing Jonas
by
or
Tenacious
playing
D
Weezer.
is actually an easier song to play on real guitar than it is Guitar
Oh,
Hero.
100%.
What is?
Most of the songs on Guitar Hero are harder to play on Guitar Hero than they are on real guitar.
Well, some of them, yeah, but that's one of them for sure.
No, dude, most of them. Most of them are super overcomplicated. You'd never need all of those notes.
And then other ones like Paranoid is exactly how you would play it on guitar.
Paranoid
Like-
is literally exactly how you would play it on guitar. There is something like that, but like Through the Fire
Jessica.
and Flames, the
Well, that's a synth. That's not even a
exactly,
guitar.
Yeah.
exactly. But like, you know what I mean? Like why? And then like that. The way that they do that in the game is like this mess of notes all over the fretboard.
Yeah.
But really, that's 3 notes on the song, and
Yeah.
he's just
Bum, bum,
picking
bum,
really
bum, bum,
fast
bum,
and just
bum, bum,
tapping on one. That's it. It's
Wel-
super simple.
Welcome to the Jungles in that one too.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, it is.
When you were young,
Axl Rose was a fucking Avatar, wasn't he?
he was.
Who's the actual singer?
He looks
in
like
Guitar Hero
he
3?
looks like him.
I have
He's
no
like
idea.
a
No, Slash. Slash is in
Slash
Guitar
is in it.
Hero
You do
3.
you do a battle against Slash
yes.
in that one.
No, Tom Morello too.
He's in it too.
He's in it too. he does this weird solo word.
Yeah, 'cause
He's-
that's
Because
for,
he's a weird
he,
guitarist.
I don't think he knows how to play guitar traditionally. So
he loves what he's doing.
But
I don't
he
think
still
he
made
does.
he still made a great career out of it.
Okay, so Guitar Hero or Rock Band?
Which would I rather come back?
Guitar
Hero, I
Yeah?
think.
Why?
Yeah.
Rock Band was cool, but I don't know. There was something annoying about it where it was like you have to have all these different
Those
people
drums
playing
just
on it.
actually sound like someone just hitting plastic.
It sound like practice drums.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They sound like Joe in college.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I don't know. I feel like the music was always a better selection in the Guitar Hero games.
Yeah.
I also feel like the interfacing was a whole lot more intuitive.
What about Rocksmith?
Rocksmith was fucking awful.
It was so bad.
I bought that game and I was like, I'm gonna be a better guitar player, and I actually got worse.
Yeah, no,
Like,
100%.
First of all, you plug in your guitar with a 1/4 inch to USB into the front of your Xbox. Then you still have to use a controller on top of that to interface with the menus and everything. And then when they start the song, it's not like normal tablature that I was like used to reading. It's like their own interface. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, now to be fair, if you choose the right difficulty, the songs are how they're actually played. Because I see some guy, there's a Twitch guitarist that I watch who plays Rocksmith and plays like fucking Bullet for My Valentine and all the shit I liked in high school. You know what I mean? Like, so they're real, like that's actually how you play those songs. But I don't know, man. There's something about the fucking UI that it was all screwy, and like I would do this thing where like I was looking at my instrument and not the TV, even though I have to look at my instrument at that time, you know? So I don't know. It just sucked. It was a bad
was a
idea. Let a
weird-
video game be
yeah.
a fucking video game is basically
God
where
damn
I'm
it,
at.
let it be.
If you want to learn how to play guitar, learn how to play
guitar.
Don't try to do it through a video game because
Now-
that's not how I would do it.
But I would
DJ
love.
Hero.
DJ Hero,
Ooh.
Y'all remember?
that's how Paulie Z made a career.
Not wrong.
Actually, so honestly, I would rather Microsoft bring back DJ Hero.
Nah.
No, I want that. I want it.
If they had a
I
game
want
that was like the quality of guitar with Guitar Hero, and if they just added drums, I would be happy because drums were my favorite part of Rock Band.
Just
you doing
my phone recommending.
What is it? What is it?
Just an alert I got on my phone.
what
Why would
website
it
is
alert
that?
you?
Why don't you?
Yeah, I was about to say for everyone
what's
listening,
going on.
it's The Amazing Spider-Man, but everyone is horny.
Tap to play on TV Roku streaming stick plus.
That would be on the.
Oh,
other
it's gonna
TV.
automatically connect me to your TV. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, not this TV. It would go to the TV in the other room.
So Liz will be
so
watching
Liz
it.
will be
Yes.
watching it.
So
Fuck is on the television.
speaking of what the fuck, I decided to do some fun stuff for this week's episode.
Tell us about it, man.
Thank you. I will.
Yeah,
So,
Pat.
this segment I have entitled "The Marvel Movie Quiz." Woo!
Dun, 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 dun.
You got,
So-
wait. It's got a. It's Letterboxd.
basically,
Marvel movies.
I haven't.
Letterboxd.
You're not even gonna let me fucking set it. Can I host the goddamn show?
That was the Lord of the Rings portion
Yeah.
of
Like,
the title.
can
Now
you
we're
let
getting
me-
into the Ring of Power
forgot to
portion.
say it.
Can
The
you let me
second
host the
part.
goddamn show? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna fucking happen. Okay.
All right, Pat.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, this is a Marvel movie Letterboxd quiz.
I'm glad you said it that time.
And basically, how this works is I took terrible reviews from 10 different Marvel movies, right? There's two each, and some of them have 3 because I saw some of that I just couldn't keep out. And basically, you guys have to guess what the movie is based upon the review.
And this is any movie in the MCU.
Yes, there's 27 now.
Okay.
That'll be easy.
We're gonna need like a little bit of narrowing down hints.
There's some that are pretty obvious.
Yeah, for the harder ones, you might need to give some multiple choice.
Okay, here we go. Review number 1. This is just yet another unspecial Marvel Hero Origins movie, but I'm giving it a 1 out of 10 because this movie stole Oscars from so many better and more deserving movies because everyone's obsession with the Black Bugman movie. Politics over art is always leads to garbage movies getting more praise than they ever deserved. Fuck. That's
Black
review
Panther.
number one.
Black Panther.
Review number two. Half star.
The Black Bug Man?
Yeah,
What? The CIA is back in Black
Is
Panther.
that Anthony Mackie?
The CIA is back in Black Panther to destroy a village in the Ivory Coast or some bullshit. All I know is people clapped at the credits.
This is also Black
This is
Panther?
also Black
Yeah,
Panther.
those are. Yeah, I mean, you guys already said Black
It's Black
Panther,
Panther,
so,
yeah.
yes.
Jesus Christ! Someone put that
Someone
on the
put
internet.
That on the internet.
Jesus
There was way
Christ.
worse too that I left out.
Oh my god!
There's a lot of people who are just like, this movie has an agenda. It's trying to shove down my throat. It's just like, dude, go somewhere
Oh,
else.
I
It's
can't
a
wait till we
good
get
movie.
to Miss Marvel.
So,
Oh yeah, right.
all right, number two.
Captain Marvel, Nicholas.
Oh, yeah.
Here's your first review. Boring. I hate rich dudes.
All right, Iron Man or...
Here's review number two. The movie was made by fat Americans who can't stop eating cheeseburgers and try to justify war crimes in the 2004 invasion of Iraq.
Oh, well...
Okay, so it's
All right,
Iron
so
Man
it's Iron
1.
Man.
Yes,
Iron
yes,
Man
it
1.
is. Yes, it
Wait,
is.
so here's... Here,
Okay, hold on. Before you guys
go-
start guessing,
You wanna read
maybe
all of
let me
them?
read them,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
you guys each guess individually. Okay.
Okay.
Because
Rather
right
than
now
just
there's a
calling
going.
out.
Yeah, right now there's a going tally.
what I
Sorry,
was
we're
gonna say-
excited. We're excited.
is rather than reading the same, like reading them back to back, why don't you separate them so that way we can guess on every one rather than...
No, because I only have 10 movies. If I wanted to do one movie per, I would have got 20. I'm trying. If I read you just one review, you're not gonna get it.
No,
like I have a couple.
You
He's
wanna
saying like
try me?
read one here and then come back to it.
Yeah, I know what he's saying.
Okay.
I'm saying I don't want to do that.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
It's your quiz.
Okay.
Not my
So,
monkeys,
next
not my
up,
circus.
If I wanted to watch a homophobe hold hands with a raccoon, I would
my
give
God.
meth to some hillbillies.
Oh my fucking god! Wait, I'm sorry.
Watch-
Wait, could you read the last part again?
I would give some meth to some hillbillies. Watch this with my ex, and she's a dirty dog. Movie was pretty good though.
I think you should have started with that one.
Okay.
Is that it?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, it is. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Do these people have profile pictures on these accounts?
Yes, they do.
Oh my god! I gotta see
you can
these.
attach these. You know, we can find out who did this and
Yeah.
hold people accountable.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Mike,
is a
Mike, you're the
dirty
reason
dog.
that Ronnie Radke's upset.
No movie has ever made me feel so utterly gaslit by everyone else. Excruciating pain of hospital room aesthetics with some strains of propaganda and dog shit action set pieces. While some movies make me ask what's wrong with me, I have enough pride to turn it around, and so I will. What the fuck is wrong with all of you? That's the first review for this
Holy
movie.
shit!
Here's number 2. Fucking shit movie. I'd literally rather use a cactus as a dildo than actually sit through this film.
Doctor Strange?
Read the
Read the first one again. Read the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
one
yeah.
again.
No movie has ever made me feel so utterly gaslit by everyone else. Excruciating pain of hospital waiting room aesthetics with some strains of propaganda and dog shit action set pieces. While some movies make me ask what's wrong with me, I have enough pride to turn it around. So I will. What the fuck is wrong with all of you?
Captain Marvel.
Is it Black Widow?
Wait, so...
Is that your final answer?
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Yours was Doctor Strange.
Well, so
Here's-
let
and what about you?
me talk through this with my boys.
That's just
I
true.
think
We're working together.
The only real thing we have to go off of is the hospital,
Hospital
waiting
aesthetic,
room.
yep.
Yep.
And the only
And
thing that I
gaslit.
can think of, well,
Yeah.
I'm not
Gaslit.
sure they could
I
make
think it's-
that about a case about any of these
Yeah, I think
movies.
that's like
a good
everybody's
point.
saying this is a good movie and I'm being gaslit. No, I'm on the truth.
Hospital
But
room
Doctor
aesthetic.
Strange has a lot that takes place in hospitals because he's a doctor. Mm-hmm. So that's the only reason I'm going with that.
I have a feeling that he's not specifically talking about hospitals. I think he is just saying that the set pieces and the locations were so bad that they looked like hospital set pieces or hospital
But he-
waiting rooms.
Okay. And Mike, what's your thinking?
I was thinking it might have been like Black Widow because it was, yeah, everything was, there was a lot of like kind of like medically ish stuff in there. It was really like stark in a lot of it, but I don't
So that's
know.
your answer, Black Widow.
I'm gonna go with Black Widow.
You were what?
Captain Marvel.
And you
I'm
were
going to stick with Doctor Strange.
okay. The Winter Soldier.
Oh.
When they say hospital, I think first of all, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. But what I think he's saying is the hospital room aesthetics is when they're talking about when Nick Fury dies and he hides the USB in the hospital vending machine.
Right.
And then the second thing is all propaganda. Like they talk about propaganda.
Right.
Because it's,
Yeah, every movie
Yeah.
talks about propaganda.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
especially Winter Soldier. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Can you reread the second one
Okay,
again?
yeah,
Just
yeah,
because
so
I
sure,
kind of
sure.
want that in context.
Fucking shit. I'd literally rather use a cactus as a dildo than actually sit through this film, which is like so wild because I still think Captain America Winter Soldier
it's good.
is the best Marvel.
It's not
movie.
a bad
I think it's
movie.
the
It's not
best
a bad
one.
movie.
It's the best one
It's-
by
It's
far.
very good. It's a
Okay.
very good movie.
Here we go. What the fuck was this weak ass made by Jack for tax evasion purposes movie supposed to be? Doesn't even rise up to post Christmas afternoon food coma viewing. Yikes.
Wow.
And then we have this came out a year after Eternal Sunshine, and I have to ask myself what happened in that short amount of time.
So it came out a year after Eternal Sunshine.
Which was that
The
like
Hulk?
2012, right, or something? Was Eternal Sunshine
Of the
11?
Spotless
Can't
Mind.
help you.
Yeah,
I think
was-
it came
Can
out
you
like
tell us
2000,
When did the Iron Man
7.
come out?
2007,
2008 was Iron Man.
2008, right around the same time.
read those. Read them off again, Pat.
What the fuck was this weak ass made by Jack for tax evasion purposes movie supposed to be? Doesn't even rise up to post Christmas afternoon food coma viewing. Yikes.
I'm thinking it's like
And then this came out a year after Eternal Sunshine, and I have to ask myself what happened in that short amount of time.
it's probably like Iron Man 2 or first Avenger or maybe the first Thor, one of those three.
I'm kind of thinking. You said it before. I'm thinking the Hulk.
No, because that was before Iron Man.
No,
And
it
if Iron
wasn't.
Man, what?
The Hulk was after Iron Man.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't it the Hulk the second movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought it was before that. Okay, maybe it's the Hulk.
I think it's the Hulk. Yeah.
Well,
And it does look like crap. And I wouldn't watch it on
All
Thanksgiving.
right, so you guys are the Hulk.
And I bet there's tax evasion involved.
Are you guys the Hulk?
Yeah.
Mike, what do you think?
dude, I have no fucking idea. I like it's got to be.
There's
at
not
least-
many clues.
No, it's got to be at least like 15 years old at this point. So like, take one of them into consideration. But, dude, I legitimately don't know.
So we do know that the first Iron Man was 2008.
Mm-hmm.
We know that Eternal Sunshine was around 2012.
It might be earlier, dude. I think
Eternal Sunshine 2012.
it's got to be like early 2000s, like within the first couple of years.
I'm looking this up.
And it-
2004.
Okay, there you go.
So, and we can rule out Iron Man 1 because we already did it in the quiz, right?
I mean, yeah,
I'm gonna ask
probably.
the
Yeah,
parameters
that
of
would
the
be kind of
quiz.
fucked
All
up.
right,
if
Nick is metagaming.
Metagaming.
So I probably Hulk, Ang Lee's Hulk.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ang Lee. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
is that, is it the
Or
Ang
did
Lee
that
one?
come in 2003? Shit. I'm still gonna say the Hulk.
Okay.
Well,
Fuck it,
yeah,
let's go with
I'll
the
stick
Hulk.
with the Hulk.
Yeah.
Ah, you guys are wrong. Sorry, that was Fun with Dick and Jane starring Jim out of a bitch.
That was very Mr. Sunday Movies of you. That's
Sorry,
part of the
everyone.
Marvel canon. I kind of wish you went with like a Howard the Duck or something like.
No, I like Fun with Dick and Jane. This
I originally went Sleepless in Seattle, but I felt like that was too on the nose. Okay. You guys,
that now the Eternal Sunshine makes
That-
a little more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay. All right. We ready?
I don't know what to do anymore. to
Okay.
think.
I've been lied to.
It's, okay. The rest of them are MCU movies. Okay.
But the rest are
fucking
just
believe
gonna
you.
be fun with Dick and Jane.
That was also Fun with Dick and Jane.
Oh, sorry. That was also Fun with Dick and Jane. Anyway, all of these are Fun with Dick and Jane, by the way. So anyway, here we go. First review. Question 6. Or, yeah, whatever. The beginning of War on Cinema.
That's it.
Here's number 2. Horrible and overhyped. DC perfected these types of crossovers with Justice League.
Oh, it's got to be. It's got to be.
Avengers?
No, it's or yeah, Civil War probably.
Pat, read them again.
The beginning of the War on Cinema.
Okay.
Horrible and overhyped. DC perfected these types of crossovers with Justice League.
Did they? I agree with Mike. I think Civil War.
I'm gonna go Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Ooh.
You're all wrong, but you were all right the first time when you
was
all said
Avengers?
Avengers.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. I specifically chose not to include sequels because I figured that might multiples
that's fair.
of one
Okay.
series.
Okay.
So we're right.
Besides for one, there is
Take
one.
away.
There is one. Like 2 movies from the but it's
Is there a Fun with Dick and Jane too?
okay, here we go.
Sorry, that was funner with Dick and Jane.
Prager Dennis, why leftism
Oh,
ruins
wait, Dennis
everything. Ruins everything it touches. The National Review. Use Daily Wire code 50% off. That's an actual review on this movie.
One more time.
Prager Dennis, he's a citation. Why leftism ruins everything it touches. The National Review from April 2018.
Oh my God.
Captain Marvel. I'm gonna put it out there now.
All right, here we go. I thought rewatching this drunk with my homies would make the viewing experience more fun, but instead it just made me more miserable. And then the next one after that is I cannot fucking wait till Marvel stops making movies.
There's no fucking way to know.
There's nothing to grab onto there.
Just the
Let me be
the
clear.
fucking Dennis
This
Prager comment.
was the actually now that I read it back, the Dennis Prager comment probably has your most clues,
Yeah.
and this whole page was like this. Nobody
Dennis Prager?
No, not of Dennis Prager, but of comments of people shitting on this movie.
I mean, like it's got to be like
Captain
Captain
Marvel?
Marvel
Yeah.
or maybe Shang-Chi,
Nah, I think it's Captain Marvel. I'm gonna go with
maybe Black Widow. Or do we do that already?
No.
Do we do it?
No, we did.
But I think probably Captain Marvel is the safest bet.
just for contrarianness, I'll say Black Widow.
Eternals.
All right.
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Diversity.
Okay, here we
Hate
go.
it.
To be fair, that movie was shit.
Yeah, but not
Yeah.
for that reason.
Yeah,
Well,
but
no,
not
not
for
for
that,
that
yeah.
reason. But when he's saying like,
I saw someone that said Dorito shaped chip the movie. I was like, well, that'd be a dead giveaway. So here we go. You know your movie sucks when a fucking cape is the best character.
Okay.
That's
Doctor
easy.
Strange.
That's
Yeah.
easy.
Okay.
And the next one is that woman is bald.
Oh.
Followed by I accidentally got high off my car exhaust fumes last night and threw this on to calm me down. I was really enjoying it until Tom Cruise and Ashton Kutcher from iCarly popped out of my TV and told me to pay my 2018 property taxes while throwing crayons at my head. Is this on everyone's copy of the movie? I don't really see how that part advances the plot or themes of the overall film.
Wait, so Tom Cruise has already been in a Marvel movie?
Yeah,
like we're
that's
good.
true.
That's the canon.
Theory confirmed.
Theory confirmed.
So what do you guys think it is?
Doctor Strange.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Has science gone too far? Sorry. He was cool and
Wait,
all
was that
that. No, I have more. He was cool and all that fancy stuff with his suit, and then he passes out with a taser. Shaking my head. This is the only Marvel DC movie I've ever seen that's literally the most unfunny, forgettable media I've ever watched. Do people actually like this shit?
What was the first one?
Who got tased?
Has science gone too far?
Science.
All right, now read the second one again.
He was cool and all that fancy stuff with his suit, and then he passes out with a taser. SMH.
Fancy stuff with its suit.
Who passes out with a taser? Fancy stuff with the suit, I imagine.
Oh,
is-
could this
feel
be?
like there's a lot.
Could this
Yeah.
be Black Panther?
Maybe. The only other thing that I'm thinking is Pat said there is one movie that has a sequel. And in the second Iron Man, he goes up against Mickey Rourke's character that has like electric powers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
So I'm going to go Iron Man 2.
Read them one more time, Pat.
Has science gone too far?
Okay. Yeah.
He was cool and all that fancy stuff with his suit, and then he passes out with a taser. SMH. And then we have, this is the only Marvel DC movie I've seen, and it's literally the most unfunny, forgettable media I've ever watched. Do people actually like this shit?
I'm gonna also go with Iron Man 2 because it's science going too far for Mickey Rourke, like visually.
Just the fact, having
Making
Mickey
it look
Rourke in
presentable.
there.
The fact
It's
that he was
definitely
an
the most
actor in
unique
it.
take I've heard on Iron Man 2 ever in my life. Go
I'll say Iron Man 2. Just I have no other idea.
Ant-Man.
What?
Oh shit!
Oh.
He gets fucking tased by what's her name.
I've never seen Ant-Man.
I actually don't
How?
think I saw Ant-Man either.
Okay,
Or I
last
paid
question,
attention
boys.
to it.
Last question. Ready? There's 4 reviews for this
Wait,
one.
hold on.
Okay.
Okay. Sure as shit is not as good as The Lighthouse. Worst shit ever. You don't even see Black Widow naked. I miss the times when you could say something about Marvel and Disney didn't send a hitman after you. It's day 961 and I'm still in hiding. Fucking sucks. Doesn't have Mario.
Oh my god. I'm gonna guess Black Widow then.
All right,
Because,
how about how about
Spider-Man: No Way Home.
all right? How about I give you guys some help on this one? I'll give
Please,
you a clue.
please.
The best clue I can give you. I see. There's some things I just want to blurt out, but I know it'll just give it away. So you definitely don't see Black Widow naked. No.
That's not helpful.
Okay, I'll say this. This movie is from Phase 3.
What phase? We're in 4 now.
We're in 4 now.
Yeah.
Civil
Everything
War,
before
Civil War to Far From Home is Phase 3. And that was only when they were doing 2 movies a year.
And is this a sequel?
Yes.
Okay. Read the first one again.
We're gonna get it, goddamn.
It's not as good as The Lighthouse.
Which is why I thought it was No Way Home.
Yeah,
because
because
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah. No, it's none of none of the new ones. It's from Phase 3.
And I'm trying to think where
And I'll
where
say
is Black
this.
Widow not naked?
I'll say this.
All of them.
It's a sequel, but it's not the end of a trilogy.
Is Black Widow
Is Black
in it?
Yeah, I was about to say is Black Widow in it?
Yes.
Okay. We're sure she's not naked.
I'm 100% sure
Okay.
she's not naked.
What the fuck?
I'm trying to think. Okay, Danny or Mike. When does Age of Ultron come? Is that Phase 3 or Phase 2?
That's Phase 2, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Civil War comes after Age of Ultron. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because Age of Ultron, they were all together.
That's true. That's a fair point.
I'm trying to think what the hell else came in Phase 3.
Iron Man 2 would have been Phase 2 as well. I'm trying to think because.
And it's a movie, Pat, right? It's not like
Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't do any of the fucking shows.
All right, give us another clue.
that's all I got, baby.
I'm thinking Civil War, but
Got another clue, Pat.
It's a sequel to an Avengers movie,
To an Avengers movie.
to an Avengers movie.
which there's a lot of them.
I mean, I'm thinking Infinity War, or I'm trying to think what is
okay, so
what is
Infinity
the light?
War or Endgame.
Yeah,
Can you read us the reviews again?
Sure
so,
as shit, not
so
as
not
good as the
Lighthouse. So we got to rule out all the
worst
ones
shit ever.
not
You
as good
don't
as
see
the
Black
Lighthouse.
Widow naked.
What? So when did Lighthouse come out?
2019,
19.
18, 19.
So when did Endgame and
To be fair, don't go off that because that review was posted in January
Oh, true, that's a good
21st.
point. Okay.
Okay.
Continue reading.
Worst shit ever. Don't see Black Widow naked. I miss the times you could say something negative
Oh.
about Marvel.
Black Widow died. It's got to be the first one. It's
Well, Black Widow dies in the second one.
that's
Yeah.
fuck.
Is it any of like was Black Widow in What about any of the Thor movies?
No.
No,
No, it's
because I was thinking Ragnarok.
It's an
maybe,
Avengers
but-
movie.
It's an Avengers sequel.
Oh, okay. So it's either Infinity War or
Endgame.
Endgame.
I'm not going to tell you. You have to guess.
I'm just looking.
I'm gonna say Infinity War.
Just for the sake of I agree, but just for the sake of being different, I'll just say Endgame.
Oh, can you read the longer reviews?
I missed the times when you had to say something bad about Marvel and Disney didn't send a hitman after you. It's day 961. I'm still hiding. Think about it, guys.
Mm-hmm.
There's a clue. There's a big motherfucking clue in there.
Yeah, it might be Endgame.
I think Endgame.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Endgame.
It's Endgame.
Yeah.
Day 961. I thought that would have been a dead giveaway. You just count back 3 years. 29. It came out in 2019.
I didn't
yeah,
know.
like,
I didn't know
that's-
when the quote was that you pulled from.
That's
That's a fair
anticipating we're
assessment,
paying a
but
lot
also
of attention to that
these
shit.
were all
Like,
pulled from these. Most of these reviews are from within the last week
Oh, but we didn't.
or
know that.
2021, stuff like that. I don't know.
So people
I
are
went
still
through-
actively posting.
oh yeah,
on
dude,
these
this site
movies
has 3 million active users.
that are still going back to older movies and I
Yeah,
mean,
they'll
in
look
the
at
grand
anything.
scheme of things, I don't know anything about this website, so that's probably why I'm
it's
surprised
just
by that.
like collectively a big thing where you can say, here are the movies I've watched, here are the ratings I've given. You can just do stars, or you can just do like an actual review.
wow.
I like how in the Mr. Sunday videos he'll just randomly throw in Joker, and like he usually gets it. Like they'll throw in one, like for whatever reason he started throwing in. It would be like the best whatever, and they do this, and then it'll be like a really out of left field one. He'd be like, "Is it Joker?" And he's just like, "Yeah, it is. How'd you get that?"
I know better at
pretty
this
funny.
point.
Fun with Dick and Jane?
That's
a
gonna be
good
our
one.
Joker.
That's going to be our joke. Oh, you should have threw a Goodwill Hunting in there.
Honestly, I was waiting
missed
for it.
up.
Yeah, but
Opportunity.
we have way more times to do this. No, this
Yeah.
was the first time.
We're gonna be
No.
ready now, though.
Just stay tuned until next week.
Yeah. No, this was fun. This was fun to put together. I just wish I had more time
Yeah.
because I definitely did want to have more visual aid for sure.
We
but I
can
just
plan to
didn't
do
have-
this a little
yeah.
more in advance then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what, I got to make that. I got to fall first and then be like, oh.
Yeah,
This was fun.
Yeah,
You did a
dude,
great job.
but
You
this
did a
was
good job.
This was fun. I like
fun.
this.
Oh
for
my
you.
God. Maybe we learned this episode that we don't have to do a show every Sunday.
No longer coming to you weekly.
January's just hard, dude.
Actually, I think next week we have a guest.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
are we about to plug something? Or should we not because we may have a guest?
It's not next week. It's 2 weeks from now.
Oh, okay.
Who is it?
Your
I
mother.
don't want to say yet because for whatever reason, he just won't email Ding back. So
Oh, okay.
we've corresponded over Twitter, and I've been like, "Hey, just email Ding, and like he'll schedule everything."
And Ding's on top of it, dude.
Ding
Like,
is
he
on
ty- he
top of
typically
it.
is,
He
yeah.
I
typically
mean, he's
is
the most reliable.
he's better than all of us for
Yeah.
figuring all that
That's
out.
why
I think-
he's the administrative.
I think we just need to ask him to check his spam folder.
Yeah.
You could always jump in there.
Well, like I said, I've corresponded with this guy on Twitter,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
and he's like, "Yeah, I'm totally down, and like we have a plan and everything." But like, he just
That's all right.
Just
We'll get
answer
it.
the
We'll
email, bro.
figure it
It's all
out.
right.
Okay.
We got
I'm
plenty of
not talking
time.
shit.
We're all
Just be
good.
like, hey,
No,
man,
no
Jer,
one- no
there's
one's
official
talking shit.
channels. No, dude, he wouldn't come on this show. He would not come on here. Not at all.
All right.
of the
well,
week.
So we got some time.
Yeah, a little bit of time. What's on your minds? What's what's eating you?
I think we just do a short show. I think
Yeah.
go right to clip of the week.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
who?
Keep it.
All right, Mike. Clip of the week.
Who's
Yeah,
what the hold on. Who's fucking running the show here? Okay, sucks. Okay, all right. The first mate doesn't yell over the captain. Hey, like
I can mute all of you.
Actually, Burke is just going
Mike's
to
in
then talk.
control right now.
yeah,
he's,
it's true.
he's the helmsman.
The helmsman.
Yeah,
He's
You wanna do that?
He's driving this.
I've not gotten
grind
the
train.
I've not gotten the official tell me what to do.
Like we should do 30 seconds of dead air. Like we should try it out.
I mean, technically on radio, that is illegal.
7 seconds.
It's 7. Yeah, you can't have more
Can't
than
have more
7
than 7
seconds of
seconds.
dead air. When I was doing radio in college, they told us 3.
Oh,
So we
that's-
get to prepare us pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah, but
I got-
couldn't have 3 seconds of dead air.
I got dump buttoned one time on the radio.
You get what? You got what?
Dump buttoned.
What is that?
It's where the fucking DJ cuts the goddamn feed.
He hits a button and it drops a bucket of shit on it.
You just got dump bucket.
What the fuck?
Dump bucket.
Weenie in the butt.
Weenie in the butt.
Weenie in the butt.
But no. I got dump buttoned, which is like they hit it and they cut the feed, and I was like, what did I even say?
I mean, Howard Stern has that where he just like if he's just talking to somebody, he has a button that he can just mute you so that he can then just continue talking. Like
Right.
if you're trying to talk over him, he'll just mute
Right,
you.
I get that, but that is not the same as cutting off the feed to the entire show before what.
Oh, this
you
was
said.
your show.
It wasn't my show. I was like guesting. I was like plugging whatever show we were doing, like the Rock and Rays or some shit, like at college, and like I think we were hammered too. Weren't you filming?
I don't know.
If I was hammered, I don't remember.
I don't have a photographic
I can now
memory.
understand a little bit better why you got done.
But I
buttoned.
didn't say anything that was messed up.
Yeah,
I think
well.
I think
You also
remember.
thought that about a lot of things you just said back
I
then.
mean, fair enough. But also, like that's in a different lane. Okay? That's in a totally different lane. I don't think I said anything that was because I remember him hitting the dump button. I was like, "Why'd you hit that?" He's like, "Just to be safe." And then I
Jesus
listened.
Christ.
I
don't trust
listened
you.
to the recording back later, and the dump never went through. So the conversation that we had afterwards about him hitting the button and about what
Was
I
all
said,
on
it
there.
was on air. Thankfully, this was a college radio station,
So no
and
one
nobody
cares.
listens.
Yeah.
Mom's radio station is pretty good.
I'm not
Like the
shitting on Mom,
like
but
the music blocks. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about shows, but
yeah, no, I think I mean like obviously I'm not shitting on like
well, it
the
sounded
station
like
or
it.
anything.
Sounded like it.
I just
Just saying it's
it's just
college
the
radio.
reality
And
of
also
it.
Brookdale.
It's college
Yeah.
radio.
You
Brookdale
listen to
radio.
Brookdale radio is really good.
I never listened to Brookdale Radio.
Check it out. Check it out.
I worked a lot of summers on like maintenance crews, and we had the radio on
Do
all
they-
the time.
Do they play Disturbed?
No,
Then I won't be listening to it.
I will only listen to the Rat.
Oh, I
They don't
interned there.
well, I'm gonna bitch about the Rat.
I also interned at the Rat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, what year?
Senior year of high school.
Oh, okay. I was going into sophomore year of college, I think, or going into
Oh.
junior year of college, maybe.
Did you
But
get to
yeah.
meet? Did you get to meet Gotts? Was he
I
still there?
did. Yeah, Gotts was still there and really hard to listen to.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
That man has
to talk like that.
that man has had more cigarettes than probably like Don Draper.
and he's in his 20s, but looks like he's in his 50s.
No, he's older than that, isn't he?
I have no idea. You could have told me 29 and 59, and I'd believe you.
I have no idea. I'm just gonna say it on this open air broadcast, unchecked. It's all fine.
Unlimited power.
He's at least 10 years older than I am.
Yeah. However, that story I was telling you about the radio DJ who taught me about libertarianism, that was from the
him,
Rat.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
from. No, it wasn't Gotts. It wasn't Gotts, but it was a different guy. He was
How did
from
he
the
get a
Rat.
job there?
At the radio station.
Yeah.
He was a disc jockey who was there for years.
I remember
and he just
when I was a kid. I remember thinking
he
about
just kept it.
what the like just because it's like such a local thing. I was like, oh, like it must be like this huge complex. And then now I live in Belmar. I'm like, oh, this little tiny,
Dude, the
It's a
Rat
little
is
tiny building, and it
straight up, like a
It only
trailer.
gets tinier.
it's
like
pretty
a
much a
trailer.
trailer, and there's nothing but wood paneling in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's just all wood paneling.
hasn't been updated in
Nope.
since the 70s.
It has not been updated. But
That's wild.
yeah. But that's the radio station. And then they just have this one giant tower just in their parking lot.
Yeah.
That's
It's
their
across the
that's
street.
their
It's
broadcast
across
tower.
the street from my landlord's office. So that's where like I dropped the rent off. I'm like, it's the Rat.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. It's the rat. It's right there.
And you still can't get a good fucking signal.
Coming at you with another 9 in a row on 95.9 The Rat.
Clip of the week.
Oh yeah, it's the clip of the week. Oh, it's the clip of the week. It's the clip of the week.
What happened?
I didn't prep the clip, but I know which one I have.
Oh boy, do you? All right, we're on the screen.
Like, I'm
Pat.
sorry. This is what. No, don't be on the
All
screen.
right, okay.
on the
Don't
We get
be
to
on
watch-
the screen. I'm sorry. I just, when you set up the studio every day, sometimes you forget.
okay.
Not every day,
It's,
every Sunday. Sometimes you miss a few things. Here's the thing. Totally
Mike, that
uncalled
was
for.
perfect.
Thank you. I have time now.
That was the most perfect one of that drop.
You can try that again if you want.
I think I nailed it.
No,
I think I nailed it.
That's it. I'm waiting on the man in charge to tell me.
Is the clip?
Oh,
Is the clip of the week?
I'll just play clip of the week. I'll just keep playing the clip of the week theme song.
Yeah, just keep
honestly.
hitting it.
Yeah, no. Okay, I had
I didn't know that was a drop.
Yeah, there's some fun one on here.
Just go to town. Just keep hitting things.
R.I.P. guys.
R.I.P.
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 Okay.
I love you.
Okay, you can go ahead and
Queued up, baby.
we're gonna move that over so you guys can see. All right, you ready? Remember,
No
this
setup. We're just jumping in.
We're just jumping right in.
Okay. He's chugging.
They're just hanging out.
Is
This
this,
is two guys
is
in
this
cars.
just in a restaurant? Oh God! Jesus Christ! He got gored in the butt.
Oh, is he dragging his body?
He's not dead. He's not dead.
Okay.
not
Do we
dead.
know that?
But
Yeah.
you can drag a body that's
He
still
for
alive.
sure got fucked up, but he's not dead.
Dude, I was.
Oh
I
my
was
Where does
God.
the bull go, though? That's what I want to know.
Like, does it just run through the back door?
It's guys. It's a bull in a china shop.
Oh, there it is. Oh my God, that
That's
thing is huge.
So much bigger than I thought it was going to be.
That's a big animal.
boy.
Why are the
boy.
horns turned back? Put the horns.
I think it's an ox.
I think it's an ox. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Now he's just
no.
exploring. Get the fuck out of there, guys. Get the fuck out of there.
just table for one.
My God.
I heard you guys have good lo mein.
Did
Come
he
on.
just move a table in
just
front of the
move
door?
that whole dining room.
Oh my God.
Wow. Oh my fucking God.
Look at him go.
Where are the guys? I hope they're like holed up somewhere. Like behind the counter.
back for him.
I hear your soul.
Oh,
I'm looking for a menu.
Come on, bro.
Oh
it's
my
right next
God.
to you.
You could
Come
do
on,
it.
you could
Come
do
on.
it.
It's like a fly trying to get outside of a window.
Was that a cut?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You probably stood
Yeah.
still for a while.
Okay.
And we're out.
Yeah, there you go.
We're
Just get
out.
out of there. Fine, if no one's
I
gonna
thought that
serve
was-
me.
I thought that was glass. It's just like a plastic.
Yeah, it's
flap.
just like a
yeah.
plastic flap. It looks like. Oh, and
So
the guy
that-
runs out. Oh my.
Yeah, he's
God.
good. See, he's standing up and everything. He's
Okay.
fine.
There's just.
But I
He's
mean, like,
he's
just the
definitely
initial
got
shock of like,
oxen
watch the
piss
door.
everywhere.
Like,
Oh my God.
like
Look
watch
at
the
that guy.
door.
Look
Like,
at the dude behind him.
okay, that sucks right there.
Yeah.
That is like you have no time to react.
No.
It's over.
There's nothing you can do at this point because this bull is running. Ox. Sorry. That other guy is in so much
I mean,
shock.
technically,
Like, what
it's
are you
a
supposed to
bull
do?
because it's like a male bovine. So a bull, I think, is the appropriate.
It's
term.
still bull.
I just love the second guy's reaction because he doesn't move. He just stands there and watches.
He's in
He's
shock.
in shock.
What do
Yeah,
you- what do you-
absolutely.
All right, if that happened to me, what would you do?
I would
Film
be
it.
out the fucking door.
How do you not know there's not more
However,
outside?
think of that. This guy actually moved. Go back. This guy actually sidestepped out of the way. He was able to react enough. Like, watch him run back.
Yep. I'd at least go through the side door to be like out of the direct, impact zone.
Oh
God,
my God.
God,
That is a
Pat, that was a great
Wow.
that's a good one, dude.
I told
holy
you.
shit.
I go to places on the internet I shouldn't to find these clips.
I've been there.
You mean Daily Mail? That's where that was from.
No, that was from Reddit. That's from Reddit.
Had a
It's a sub-
Daily Mail watermark on it.
That's weird. Did it?
I think it did.
Well, this is definitely getting taken down. Shit. How do you watermark a CCTV video?
Well,
it's
check-
not yours either.
Check again. Check again.
Oh,
It
it's
made-
there. It's there.
It's there? Okay. All right.
You can watermark anything,
Oh.
baby.
NFT it.
That's true.
NFT a
Well, now
watermark.
I own that video. I'm gonna sell it to myself for $50,000. Inflate the price.
That's the cheap NFT, dude.
That is, yeah.
You gotta start small.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
okay.
fair.
All right.
You got to build up to the
Okay,
animated
I'm
monkey
not
level.
a great investor like Logan Paul. Okay, I can't just blow $3.5 million on fake Pokemon cards. Okay, I don't have that type of investing prowess. Okay,
We get it.
You know who, like the company that like said that they were real and all that? I forgot what the trading card company is, but they took a hit because they're the ones who said, "Yep, this is real, verified," and then it turned out to be
Yeah, because
completely
they're a
fake.
bunch of fucking losers.
I mean,
Hey, man.
I'm not arguing with that.
I'm fucking taking
I'm not
it.
arguing with that.
I am getting on the wrong side of the Pokemon card people.
Yeah, everybody can
Why?
just agree. Fuck Logan Paul.
Why-
Let's
yeah.
just stop. With
Yeah,
that.
I think we're good
I
there.
think that's good. I mean, like that whole. I mean, the NFT, his whole NFT business is a fucking scam. The Dink Doink coin that he was trying to shill, the shit coin. You know, that he was
shit
like,
coin?
I believe in this shit coin. It was his coin.
No kidding.
And
like-
that was the real name.
Yeah,
that was
no,
the actual
real
name.
No, the real name was Dink Doink. That was the real
there
name.
was a coin called Shitcoin, right?
Yeah, but shitcoin is how you refer to the cryptocurrency that sucks.
They're all shitcoin.
Like 90% of them are shitcoin.
I thought there was a real shitcoin, but I could be wrong.
I'm sure there is, but I'm saying like,
But Dink Doink was
Dink Doink was his, and he
Bing
was
bong.
trying to say it wasn't his, yet he was endorsing it openly, which is fraud. I don't think he's done that since, but like he did do that. Like,
Okay.
there's video evidence of him being like, I endorse this. This is awesome.
This is
and
now
then
a Jake
also
Paul call out
yeah,
podcast.
also a voicemail of him on the phone with his business partner being like, "Yeah, we're gonna call it Dink Doink." Like, why?
You're not surprising me that the guy who videotaped dead bodies on YouTube is doing all
Yo,
this.
no
Yeah.
one will let that go.
No.
one. I mean, he
No.
tased the dead rat after that, which isn't like as weird, but it's still weird.
It's
like,
still
it's
weird.
weird,
It's still
but-
weird. It's
I
still
didn't know
weird.
about that.
what that like literally like the week after he tased rats, like
Nope.
dead rats.
Did not
Maybe
know
he was
about
trying
that.
to like Frankenstein, see if they could come back to life.
He's a good guy. He
He's
cares.
a
You
scientist.
know what's crazy is that like I don't think he's the guy in the position to be doing that. I'm just once again maybe I'm talking out of turn. But I think there's people who found out life and death a long time ago,
That's
and
how
just
you-
electrocuting a corpse is not bringing
Isn't
it
gonna
back.
bring
Not
it
how
back.
you push the vanguard of science.
That's true.
Of course.
It's a very good point.
Of course. Tell me all about the Lazarus effect, Mike.
Believe me, we don't got enough time.
All right.
But let me tell you about Dink Doink.
Let's bring this grind train into
Yeah, I
the
was about
station.
to say, let's grind train out of here. Yeah, so that was episode 61.
And what an episode it was.
Fuck you. Anyway, motherfucker.
Fight.
So we'll be back next week. Next week was supposed to be Morbius, so I guess we'll
Next week we're gonna talk about what we think Morbius is.
Pat's gonna have a premonition of Morbius.
I'll put something together. I'm thinking maybe we do like a fucking like a monster like 50 like trivia like 50 question like movie trivia quiz or something like that, or
All
like,
on Fun with Dick
or
and
game.
Jane.
I mean, that would be. How would they ever do that? But I'm in. If they have it, I can find it. I will. So
We just play Wordle the whole time.
yeah, true. So time codes below. If you like this, give us a like, subscribe, all that stuff.
Jesus Christ.
This-
Wow.
Nick's hammered.
It made it the whole show.
I'm surprised it lasts the whole show, though.
Made it
I
all the
really
way till now.
All right.
It's
Later.
attached.
Goodbye.